What's up, everybody? This is
What's
What's the
going
Play.
down?
What-
What's
Yeah, we
the
got
play?
FD and
Welcome.
JP up in here. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna
we
shock a
live,
few
baby.
people. Yeah, we're coming in here a little bit early, you know,
Yeah.
just
Oh
to
yeah.
see what's going down.
That's for sure. That's for
And I see we
sure.
have two people in here.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, they ready. They ready to rumble then.
Yeah. Okay.
They ready to rumble. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna hit
Yeah.
you with. I'm just gonna kick this off and jump in here. What's up, Trevor? Let's bring Trevor in. Say what's up to some people here. What's up, Trevor? Good evening,
Hey.
sir. Good evening. Good to see you.
What-
You know, OG Cars came in the house. Yo.
Yo. Happy
Yeah.
New Year. Blessing to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy 2020. Gonna be a great year.
2022, young man.
Did you see Jaws fast break dunk tonight? I have not. What was it wonderful? I've been trying to make
Oh,
sure
you
I'm
know
up
he
in
put
here.
on the show.
You know, I believe a lot in Ja.
Sports Cars Legends.
What's up? Car Shack here. All right. Good to see you. Thank you very much, Sports Cars Legends. Thank you very much. Happy New Year, Trevor.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year,
Year.
Trevor.
2022.
Yeah.
Oh, 36 points on the Nets. I'm not shocked. Is this a home or away game? Is Kyrie at this game? I had to mess with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can see Ja putting some numbers up against the Brooklyn Nets. Happy New Year. Hey,
Hey, Happy
Jason,
New
thank you,
Year.
sir. Thank you for being here. Thank you. So make sure you tell everybody in the family that we said what's up. Tell Camden I said what's up. His siblings. Appreciate you for being here.
Yeah.
Seeing a
Okay.
jump. Yeah, I mean, they should, right? So he's talking about his Prism Silvers, JP, a jumper. They should.
Yeah.
He's putting in work. Um,
Yeah. And we'll continue to put in
yeah,
work.
yeah, Ja is, he's going to be a future face in the NBA for quite a while. I mean, his athleticism. He's developing an outside jump shot, which is a beautiful
Yeah.
thing to see. I think years into the future, people may say, like, wow, there was a question about drafting Ja or Zion. Interesting. People may say that. I don't know, but
Yeah.
we got one guy on the court right now handling his business. 2022, the year to buy, keep buying. I
Bye.
agree with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people got to make sure they got to focus out there though. Stay
Yeah.
focused.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, he's
what?
at a away game.
Oh,
Okay.
well, oh yeah. I think my fault. I think Kyrie starts Wednesday. I think that's what I heard. I think he starts Wednesday. Please confirm that. That's something I read. I think I read this morning. I can't wait to see how some of these young and improved guards meet and greet Kyrie when he comes back. What's up,
Hey,
Sydney? What's
Sydney.
going on? How you doing? Appreciate you for being here.
All right.
The GOAT drive versus the Jets. Oh yeah. Now, no one thought. I know there's no one here in this group right now that thought that Brady was going to walk out of that Jets game and not have a W. He doesn't lose to the Jets. Man. Yeah, Sydney. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. What about DeMar DeRozan? Oh, 2 back-to-back 3-point shots to win games. Yeah, lighting up the buzzer beaters
Oh
every
yeah.
night. Yeah, the
He,
Bulls are
he
going to, I think, shock some people when it comes time to the playoffs.
yeah.
I'm
Rosen.
JP and I are with them. I mean, I can't wait to see what this team does. I like to see DeRozan. People please don't sleep on his cards right now. They're ticking up as well, as they should be. But I just want them to do well as a team and represent well.
Yeah. He's handling his
Browns
business on the court.
bad punt Steelers are up 13-7. fourth quarter. Okay. Yeah. You know, the Browns already have received the word that they're eliminated from the playoffs. I don't expect to see too much from them tonight. I don't see them beating the Steelers tonight. But
Oh,
who out here still believes in the Browns quarterback? Baker Mayfield. Who I want somebody to chime in tonight. Come on, let me know who's believing in Baker Mayfield.
now
Now,
he
who
had a
wants?
chance. Now he had a chance to beat some greats. Now he had a chance to beat. He was knocking on the door with Aaron Rodgers and also Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah,
but could
yeah.
not get it done.
Did not get it done because you know he'll throw a ball where you're like, man, that's a great ball. He kind of reminds me a little bit, but Dak is better. But in some ways, he reminds me of Dak Prescott, where he can throw a ball. You're like, man, did you see that pass? And then the next play, he'll throw something that's like to one receiver covered by three people, and then it's either batted down or it's an interception, and the person's running down the field, you know, moving, and Dak is like standing there.
So did Dallas get a little bit of straightening yesterday?
Dallas won yesterday.
They
Dallas
did?
won. I thought they did. Let me not
No,
be.
no. I think Phoenix won.
No, no, you're right. Phoenix did win. You are correct. Phoenix did win that game. Yes, sir. There was
That's
a
why
little
I
bit of
asked you.
straightening.
Did they
I've
get a
been
little bit of
reserving,
straightening?
JP. I've been reserving my straightening for as soon as we get to these playoffs. That's going to be an extended video. It's going to be an extended video as soon as we get there. Yeah, Kyrie Wednesday and Clay on Sunday. Yeah, Clay is coming back this.
Ooh,
There was some talk of him coming
ooh.
back mid-January, beginning of February. But I know everybody out here has seen him hit those 24 threes in a row. And then he was
Yes.
also running to position, getting his
Yep.
spot and shooting. So,
Ooh,
hey,
this is a
Mervin, what's
dangerous
up?
time for the NBA right now.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
well, you
Murph.
know, it's been a lot of people positioning themselves and speaking a certain way about their abilities. And now we're about to see what's really going on. Yo, you at work? I'll be back on when I can. Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Handle
Understood.
your
Trevor.
business.
Baker stinks. Now, Trevor, let me just ask you this question. When did Baker start stinking? I mean, it's actually that now. Because I've had some ideas about Baker Mayfield ever since he was in college. Um, it's
Didn't he
interesting.
go to the same school as Johnny Manziel?
Yes, then he transferred.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I thought.
Yep. Brown should go after Watson or Hundley from Baltimore. Now, Hundley, isn't that the same Hundley that was in with the Green Bay Packers backing up Rodgers? Same Hundley from UCLA? Am I getting that right or wrong? We'll dig into that.
I don't know if that's the same guy.
Let me
Jamar
dig
Chase,
into it right
rookie
now.
of the year.
Oh well, yeah. Jamar Chase is doing
He,
well
he
for
could.
himself. Yeah, he's
He
good.
could, but it could be Justin Jefferson too, though.
Well, you know, Justin Jefferson was rookie of the year last year.
Yeah, yeah,
So both of them they're good upcoming receivers. Uh,
oh, yeah.
Burrow, you know, Burrow's had a great year. 4,700 passing yards thus far. Um, I think Herbert is at 4,900 right now with a game left to play. So
Yeah,
I do a little
yeah.
research on Hundley right now. Let me make sure. I always like to make sure that I'm speaking correctly.
I don't know if it could be this. I don't know if it's the same Huntley though.
No, I don't think it is. It's not. It's not. Nope,
Yeah,
it's not. This Hundley is the young man that went to Utah. Very good
yeah.
athlete. Went to Utah. Yes. Enrique, thank you for rolling, bro. I appreciate you. And we're
Uh-huh.
rolling. I appreciate you. Baker deserves another season. He's dealt with yeah. He probably will get
Yeah,
another season. Yeah, I don't
yeah.
think he's out the door. Yeah, he'll get another season. Happy New Year, FD. Thank you. Would you
Happy
consider Kobe on-card autos a strong play long-term? Yeah, I think they're a strong play long-term. I'll also say we could name Larry Bird. We could name Magic Johnson. There are a few players that are autographs on card are long-term plays that I don't know if the hobby's caught up to that kind of stuff or is thinking about that kind of stuff. But oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, let me give you a prime example. The guard that just passed away from the Boston Celtics, JP, played with Bill Russell. I've been noticing. I always like to do a little bit of research, and I hate to buy people because they are deceased. That's it's just some. I know how the hobby goes. I know that these things are these items, either autographed jerseys or cards, are more valuable. But it's hard for me to like jump on eBay and buy something. It's but his on card out, which made me want to bring him up, Sam Jones. Sam Jones on card autos or rookie cards that were signed by Sam Jones and slabbed. Those prices jumped on eBay as soon as he passed away. So there are many players you can name, but Kobe, yes. He was actually decent before he injured his shoulder. He also using a harness. Yeah, I've heard about this. Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I've heard about that. But we all know Orlando. That's part of the game. That's a part of the game. I hate to say that, but that's a part of the game. Happy New Year, guys. Hope this is a clutch year for both of you. Thank you, Arma.
Hey,
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hey, fellas, thoughts on Fanatics not buying tops? Let's jump into this.
Yeah.
Tony, I appreciate you. We were just talking about this right before we came on. We were just talking about this. So let's just dive right into this. Is anybody shocked here?
Nope.
Was anybody shocked by this news?
Nope.
We all knew. I think I felt like we knew that this news was coming. What may shock you is how early in the year it came.
Right.
Even back, I'm gonna take the car all the way back to the barn when Fanatics first announced what they were going to be in the car market. I know several people, including myself, said they're purchasing one or several of these brands, and I don't know why not. Why would you get rid of the Topps brand? It's been around for years. We all grew up on it. I'm sure everybody's had a Topps card in their hand at some point in time or another. So I'm not shocked by this. I think it's a very smart move. Don't be surprised if this is not the only brand that's purchased as well. There may be more coming. But let me know in your comments here how you feel about. I feel great about it. I feel great about Fanatics coming in. But let me just say this: I'm a purchaser of cards. I don't sell cars. I don't do card breaks. If we buy a box of cards here, I'm like having fun with my children. That's a totally different. If this was my industry and this is what I did for a living, I might have other thoughts. It's like anything that happens in business. There are different stakeholders along the way that have other thoughts about what is going on. So I'm just giving you my perspective as someone who goes out and buys cards. I think Fanatics is going to bring a lot more rigor to what's going on with cards and in the card industry overall. But
it's a big move for him. It's definitely a big move for him.
But I still want to hear from the community that's here. Please let me know what you think about Fanatics purchasing Topps. Yeah, Hundley from the Ravens. Thank you very much. I was thinking about it. I think the Hundley that went to UCLA and now is a backup for a team. He used to be Aaron Rodgers' backup. I think that's what I was thinking about.
No, not that dude.
Hey, Mark, AFD, how do you feel about Maxey? Tyrese Maxey. And for baseball, Cedric Mullins. Tyrese Maxey. I think he's a good player. I know his card values have grown. I will say this over and over again. I'm the kind of collector. Well, I gotta see a body of work. Like I'm not a collector that this guy over here had like the young man. I think last night that had the triple double, and he became the youngest player in NBA history to record a triple double. That's a great stat. He can always tell his grandkids and his friends. I was the youngest to actually do that. He surpassed LaMelo Ball in doing that. That's great. Let me see a body of work from him. I got to see some stuff over time. Maxey is one of those people I just got to see him over time. Now, when I have tuned in and watched the game, I paid attention to him and how he plays. And he's aggressive. He does well. I just got to see more out of him. Bam out of the bio. A lot of people said the stuff about Bam in the bubble. I said then I got to see more from him. I know JP, you have spoke highly of Bam.
Oh yeah.
I just got to see more from him.
Oh yeah. It's coming.
And I would say, yeah.
It's coming.
Now, I've also had someone hit me up recently and talk about the player from the Seattle Mariners and what do I think of him. And someone just asked me here about Mark. You just asked me about Cedric Mullins. I got to see more from him. I don't know. I can't. I can't say a lot about Cedric Mullins. I think we need to see more from him. Benjamin, oh snap! I'm rolling with FD for life. Would you mind talking about vlogging during a show and how it may cause some people how it may cause some people upset and how to handle that? Any bad experiences? Are you referring to like when we create an episode and we go out to a card show? Just let me know, Benjamin. I want to make sure I respond correctly to your question, or are you talking about in a live situation like this? I think you're talking about doing a show. So I haven't had. Let me just say that I haven't had any negative experiences really going out to a show vlogging. Let me know if you have or if you've talked to someone that has had a negative experience. I know when G and I are out, we're cordial with people. I love conversation, so I'm talking to people, and we try to bring positive energy to any atmosphere that we're in. So I haven't. Has it made some people upset? It's never been my intention to make people upset. I hope I have not. And if someone feels upset at any given point in time, I would like for them to just let me know that. And again, let's have a conversation about it. Never my intention. Benjamin, let me know if that answers your question. Mr. Sam Jones, great player.
Yeah.
Excellent
player.
My Celtics. Yeah, how about those Bulls, number one in the East? I've seen great Bear teams start out of the gate. And then how do they finish? We've seen some great Cubs and White Sox teams over time come out strong. Where do they finish? I'm waiting to after the All-Star break and right before playoffs, where are the Bulls at? Is everybody healthy? What are they doing? And then that's when I'm gonna start getting excited. Right now, I'm watching and I'm like, yes. The Rosa hit these threes. Yes, I'm texting JP.
They playing, but you got to think about DeRozan when he was on the Spurs, he was like missing in action. When he came with the Bulls, he revived his whole career.
Yeah, sometimes players get moved and things happen.
Yeah.
He was like, man, where's the Rosen at? Has anybody seen the Rosen? Wow, where's he at? And every show I was watching, like you would see old clips of him, like way back, and taking it in the dribble or taking it to the cup. Like, where's the Rosen? So now it's good to see him.
Oh yeah.
Baker just got sacked, I'm pretty sure. We're always rolling, Mark. We keep it rolling. All right, peeps. I love that we may see Topps cards back. Yeah, I didn't see that brand going anywhere. I just don't know why I would.
They are a
There's so much.
staple in the car community.
What's that, sir?
I said they are a staple in the car
Yeah,
community.
yeah, we gotta keep that going. You know, gotta keep that going.
Definitely.
All right, Christopher, number one 49er fan, John Moran gave the Nets the business, as he should.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times in the NBA, we think we get these players together and they're going to win just because they came together. There's some other franchises that, have pulled some people together and they thought, oh, we're going to win.
Are you talking about LA? Let's just put it on the table.
Los Angeles is like that? I didn't know. All right, Sydney says Fanatics just consolidated the franchise under one umbrella. We're going to see more from Fanatics, and I hope that people let me know now. Let me know if you feel good about them acquiring Topps, or do you feel like, oh, now it's like a big juggernaut out there that's controlling them? Just let me know. Let's talk through it. It's a good conversation to have.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
How do you feel about Brian Hayes? Now, okay, so let me do a little research while we're on, because I don't know a lot about Brian Hayes. Let's look at some stats right quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so he played in 2021. He had 362 at bats in that year. He's played before that. He had 93 hits, 6 home runs, batted 257. I just got to see more from him. Those stats
Yes,
are good for a
sir.
young player. They're good for a
But
young
I
player. I
think
just got to see more. What do you think, JP?
but I think you hit, I mean, FD, I really think you hit on it when it comes to us and how we view whether it's basketball, baseball, things of this nature. I think the body of work speaks for itself, depending on the player. Now, some people can body of work, players that have, uh, I would say, take plays off and things like that to kind of pad their stats. We know some people that do that, but for the longevity and the long haul, we're looking at the body of work of what these people have done on the defensive end, offensive end, whether they're where they're batting, how long they've been batting at this, what's the name, or how many points they score. It's just on a consistent level, night in and night out, day in and day out.
And I just want to know too, like Orlando, are you asking that question based upon love of the game and watching sports, or about investing in Mr. Hayes's cards? Because I just see baseball as that's a long haul sport. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
play 20 years, 22 years in baseball. There we could name a lot of players who will come out the gate strong, and then it's like, where are they now today?
Oh yeah.
So it's very hard to predict what Mr. Hayes will be in the future. I wish him all the best in his career, but I don't know. You know, Tony, with all the great Topps products out now for baseball, Dynasty, Transcendent, Chrome, Sapphire, will now get those products in football and basketball. Topps is about, yeah, it's going to open
Yeah.
up. This is what we knew was. I mean, this is what we knew was coming. It's about to open
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. We talked
And
about this.
again, I believe there's more coming. It's more coming. Now think about the brands that you are naming here under that umbrella. Um, think about the enhancements that's coming here. Everything you're naming here, Sapphire, Transcendent, Chrome, all this is nice stuff.
Yeah.
Any one of these cars, you pull a car here of something like a Mike Trout, nice car. Where's that
Yeah.
car going now? Like, let's say Mr. Hayes pans out, and he has some early cars that are from Top. So let's say there's a rookie coming later. That cars are now going to be in these brands. What's happening with them? I think the car's
Oh
going to get
yeah.
better and better and better. And
We
I'm
can
not a
move
paid
off of it.
representative. Yeah, I just look at the hobby. I've seen changes over time. I kind of go back to that and think about some things. And I think as a collectors, we can all say, man, I wish this product had this, or I wish they enhanced that. We might start seeing some of that stuff now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Car Show Live. Benjamin, I haven't experienced. Have you? Let me know if you have experienced someone getting upset at a car show or something happening at a car show. And Benjamin, also let me know where you're at in the country. And how often do you have car shows? Just give me some background now. OG car scammer. Browns 3 and 30 go with a short run. Bacon Browns are done. Yeah, then
This game is lame. OG Cars Scammer cracks me. Well, we
yeah,
all know
it's
the Browns is not in the playoffs. They're not going anywhere. So they really not playing for nothing right now. They just out there on the field pretty much. And the question too is, will this be Roethlisberger's last game that we're seeing?
well, it's definitely probably his last. I think they're playing at home. I think it's his last home game.
Yeah, last
Yeah.
home game.
I don't think Roethlisberger has too much more. It's not too much more. He's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, he's a good player. He's
No,
put up
without
he's
question.
thrown for over 65,000 yards.
Yeah,
He's a good player.
yeah,
Yeah, he's a
yeah.
good
Oh,
player.
he's
I
Hall of
can't
Famer,
say anything
definitely.
about. Do you, JP? I know you remember in a Super Bowl with the Bus, Jerome Bettis. Roethlisberger was a game manager back then. Remember
Oh
those days?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he was just turning, handing that ball off, dinking to the tight end, and then running to the sideline. He has grown
Yeah,
his career
that's it.
well beyond that. Because I remember his first
Oh
couple
yeah.
of years, some friends of mine I had in fantasy was like, "Oh, I don't want to pick up that guy. He's not giving any points. He's a game manager." So he's come a long way.
Oh yeah. Big
But
Ben.
again, people played ball in the Jordan era, right? Roethlisberger's in the Brady era. Then he had
Yeah.
Peyton Manning. He's not better than both of them. So people are probably always going to look at Roethlisberger like, yeah, he was good, but it's always going to be a but.
Oh yeah. And we all know Brady had like 3 Hall of Fame careers, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Chopped up, if you look at his 20-year career.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
But hey, what's up? What's up, dude? Love your LeBron card that you sold. Oh, I thank you for that. I appreciate it. I have a video coming this next week, and it's about picking a card. This comment in the Burbank video with selling a LeBron card and picking up a Curry card. I have a video coming next week where I'm gonna walk through some decisions that I made, of some ideas I had before I purchased a card. And I want everybody to know that very similar rigor went through with making this decision on selling this LeBron card and trying to pick up something else. And I'm not a collector. JP can tell you this over years and years and years. I don't listen to what other people are doing. You know, I kind of I put my hat on, I sit down, I spend hours.
Spin.
Sometimes I'll call JP up and say, what do you think about this? I just throw something out to him. And I just want to hear his first reaction to what I'm saying. And sometimes we'll talk through stuff. And then I have another friend, Drew, who I played college ball with. I'll call him up or
Yeah.
I'll text him. It's like, Drew, what do you think about this? They're like, oh wow, you thinking about that? Yeah. That's how I've always kind of collected. It was the same way when I'm out getting autographs.
Yeah.
I had my
Yeah.
own strategy about how I went about getting autographs. It's
Yeah.
very unorthodox, I would say. Most people probably don't walk into an autograph pavilion at the National and think about certain things a particular way. They're there to get an autograph.
Autograph. No, this
I would
you're talking
almost I would turn that thing into a private autograph signing by the time I got up to the table.
oh yeah.
That's just how I've always thought about stuff. So I appreciate you
Yeah.
saying that. Please watch the video next week. Let me know what you think about it. It's the largest card that I've purchased since I've been purchasing cards. But the key thing about it's not about it being the largest card. It's about the concepts and ideas and information that I dug into to make the decision to purchase that card. Very similar to what I went through, how I thought about things to purchase the Curry card after selling the LeBron card.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I got a
Yeah.
question earlier today on Instagram from the GOAT Cards, and that's cards with a Z. And they asked me, and I'm going to kind of ask the community here. I have a little bit of ideas about this, but I've never sold at a show. They asked me about, make sure I read this right. How did I feel? What was my opinion on what the hobby will look like this year with the new tax rules that are in place? Now, I've never sold at a show, so I don't want to speak out of turn and say things about what that new tax rule, how is it going to impact people selling at shows if I have not done it myself. So if you have sold at a show or you sell regularly, let me know your thoughts on that question. The second part of this is will people start avoiding to sell on eBay? How will it affect comps? Because we look at eBay comps all the time. I'm just going. I'll just say this about the internet. Make sure I don't miss anything. I think comp. I'm gonna take the comp side. I can't take the selling side. Please let me know what you think about the sell side with the tax changes that are going on. But on the comp side, we're going to see, with the merger of Card Ladder and another company, we're going to see more information about comps at our fingertips more than we've ever seen it before. So eBay is a great source. There probably be other sources and things sold in other auctions. That's probably going to be some, My Slabs and ComC. There are other places where cars are being sold. That information is probably going to be more and more readily available for those who are checking comps to understand what cars sold at and when and through what source. So I think I would like to get everybody's ideas on if you're selling at a show. If you sell on eBay, how's that new tax information or guidelines going to affect you? But I think there's going to be more and more information on comps that are going to be coming. And you're going to see more people with that information at the touch of their fingertips. If they're doing a deal, I've done deals outside, standing on the street. You're going to see you're going to see very intelligent conversations going on about a card. If someone is interested, or about the bundle. How do we get this bundle together? What are the cards and the prices that we're talking about? So that's what I want. That's what I want to say on that. Mark, people need to relax if they're getting bent out of shape about vlogging. I will say this: I've had in other parts of the country, not in Southern California, I've heard some people say they went into a show and they couldn't vlog, like the show itself wouldn't allow that. That was nowhere in California, but there was other states. I've also talked to some people like their first time selling or second time selling on the show that were like, man, if somebody came out with a camera, that would like really throw me off. I can understand that if that's in your area and you probably don't see that a lot. You don't experience it a lot. But I was at the National, and there were two instances at the National where someone asked us to stop filming, but it wasn't an argument. There was a request made. We honored the request. That's what we do. We honored the request, and we still had a conversation with those people afterwards. Still talk cards after that. So it wasn't like a argument going on or anything like that. Oh, we want to check that store out in Burbank. Please do. If you're in the area, or some people fly in. There's a Burbank airport in Burbank. Please fly in. Check it out. Hold on, Benjamin. Make sure I'm not missing you. So you said in your experience, you are breaking up here. So yeah, you got a few comments. If you could. It's hard to communicate via text. Thanks for acknowledging me. just trying to get an understanding of the negative confrontation you may encounter when taping. Thinking of doing it as, I mean, you should definitely go out. You know, my recommendation is to everybody, you got to live your life. Go out. If someone asks us to stop filming, then that's what we're going to do.
Filming
Really,
is documenting history.
yeah, that's the way I look at it. Yeah, I want
You
to
know?
look back on these videos years from now. I'd like to be able to sit down and show my sons years from now, kind of where we started, what we were doing,
Yeah.
how we approached. Just tell stories about how we approached. I remember the first day G and I went out. That was 3 shows in one day, which was crazy. And we're riding around with some little bit of a concept about what we wanted to do, but we didn't know. And all of this, you don't know until you actually try and do. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't have went back 6 months ago and told you how those shows were going to go, or shows in the future. What was it going to be like to walk the national? I walked the national as a customer without recording anything several times, and 5 or 6 times before we actually went to Chicago. It was really much. It was the same. It wasn't any different. We walked around and talked to people. I used to go to the National before, and I would spend. This is before any trade night. There was none of that. This is back when the National was mainly memorabilia related, and I would walk the show. I just walk, be there for hours, go early, leave late, get back home late, and that was no different with having a camera there and still talking to people.
Mr. Benjamin, Mr. Benjamin V, I would say, your camera is your friend. Like I said, it's documentation. People may not know that I used to film years upon years ago.
Yes, he did. We're talking about
People,
94, 95, 96, 97.
yeah.
People. Every time you saw JP, he had a camera. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Here we document everything. Man,
Yeah.
before his time. Taking pictures. We used to go play. He always had a camera. We're taking
Yeah.
pictures just like people now with a cell phone. We had none of that back then.
No.
No, a lot of people, I'll say this, man. A lot of people may be on here and think like, nah, he wasn't really doing that. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. We went back to a homecoming in 2012, and JP broke out some video of when I was like 20. Well, I can tell you where to track me. One of our friends, another guy that I played football with, played running back. He was also on the track team, and we
Oh,
were
yeah.
all sitting there supporting him and watching the track meet.
Oh, yeah.
Now, at the time, we was like, man, why did he show up with a camera? But when you look back on it, it's just like now when somebody breaks out their cell phone and starts
Yeah.
recording. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You got
Go
a Raiders.
Raiders.
Just let me know. Are you a Raiders fan? It'd be interesting. Can they beat the Chargers?
Ooh.
Because whoever wins that game goes to the playoffs next week.
Be interesting.
It's gonna be very interesting. Somebody's gonna be sad. Quite sad. Quite sad. I can't wait to talk about it. Oh, you're beating the Chargers on Sunday? Okay.
Sunday.
Claim that win. Claim that victory. Yeah. All right.
You'll be crying,
Now,
don't lie.
now, the next time we get on, right? And if you don't win, you gotta come back. You gotta bring that same energy now.
Yeah.
Don't be like, man, where's El Pepe? Pepe? Where's he at? Where's he at? G at? Where they at? No, you gotta come in here strong. Hey, what's
Yeah.
up, y'all? My team didn't win, but we coming back next year. It's gotta be something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Something tells me though, I could be wrong, JP. I think the Chargers are gonna win that game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They gonna win, baby.
You got some people over there. I can't believe they're gonna lay it down for one game. I can't believe that.
No.
No, you got some future. I'm gonna just say it. You got some future Hall of Famers on that team.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see him laying it down.
Wide receiver, running back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Name defensive end. DeMar DeRozan cars are flaming hot. And so, as a collector, let me just ask this because I like to play devil's advocate, right? Let's say DeRozan's cars are flaming hot right now, right? And then he goes back to being Casper the Ghost. I know in the car collecting that is the challenge of every collector. Are you picking the right person? I know right
Yeah.
now he's showing some stuff right now. Um, Klay Thompson and his cars. I would say look at Kevin Durant. What has Kevin Durant done since he's been back?
Yeah.
That's a good
Clay's
proxy,
not
right?
going nowhere.
Yeah.
Clay is not going nowhere. Clay is a future Hall of Famer, part of the Splash Brothers, another guy that can shoot your lights out. So Clay is he's a home fixture, baby. He's not going nowhere. We all know what this guy's gonna do. This is gonna be the same Clay coming back to where you got to guard him and Steph, pick your poison. And the league is just going. I'm just putting the league on notice right now.
Hmm.
They are in trouble.
Yeah. Hey, peeps, are you thinking about investing in some Klay stuff? Let me know.
Oh
What
yeah,
are you
you
thinking
know
about?
he.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Put that rigor in though. Know what cars you want and why. But I know you
Yeah,
will. So let me throw out some stuff that I want to talk about today. First off, John Madden. John Madden
yes,
passed away. And I'm gonna get real serious right now because I have nothing but admiration for John Madden and what he did for the game of football at an early age as a coach. And if you check out
yeah.
his winning percentage and you think about the Hall of Famers that he led with those Raider teams, he gets nothing but my respect. Uh, Hats off to him. Um, Condolences to his family. When I heard that news, when I saw it, I was like, he left his thumbprint. To me, if you can walk this earth and live this life, and then leave your thumbprint on something,
Oh yeah, yeah. And he did it. You got to think from a coaching aspect,
hmm
even from the reaching the youth with the video games.
yeah,
That spans from young to old, man.
hmm
When you look at it,
reinvented
who don't
himself.
know about? Yeah, who don't know about Madden?
That's right. And then think about his commentating. He was
Oh
one of the
wow,
first people. I know a lot of people may not remember this, but JP and I were fortunate enough to be children during this time. And when they put him and Summerall together, Summerall was a kicker and a punter during his
yeah,
career. When they put both of those gentlemen together and the way they broke down the game, so especially the way Madden would talk about the game, the closest thing we have to something like that now, and it's still not the same. I'm not making a comparison. Will be a Tony Romo. When you listen to Tony Romo
oh yeah,
breaking down the game, that people, he breaks down the game. I get excited to even watch him talk about a game or commentate. And that's Madden was the
yeah,
originator of that. And what from a
yeah.
lineman's perspective, right? And I said something about this on Instagram, I think today. He broke down what happened in the trenches, the play between the guard and the linebacker. Nobody was talking about that before. John Madden,
No,
really. So, um,
he was. He definitely was a master at X's and O's and how to execute.
yeah,
You know, and like you said, speaking on breaking down the game, and that's a great analogy with Romo because Romo understands X's and O's. I think he's like
everything,
the second coming of John Madden when you think about it.
everything. And what's so cool is that as a former player, right? And JP knows this. When
Yeah,
you hear Romo talk, you hear Madden talk. It's like watching game film as a team.
yep,
The way that thing is broken down,
yep. Oh yeah,
it's a it's a
oh yeah.
talent that most people don't have. So salute to John Madden.
No,
I know we talked about we wanted to get on here and definitely bring this up first before I got it. It's nothing. It's on the top of my list of what I wanted to talk about tonight. So
Yeah.
LeBron passes. Let's talk good things about LeBron. LeBron, you know, LeBron scores 36,000 points in his career. That's an accomplishment. That's a great accomplishment. You have nothing for that, JP? You have anything for that?
No, I don't. I don't. I'll pass on
It's a
that
great
one.
accomplishment.
Hey,
Yeah, what's happening?
DJ Lazy,
DJ Lazy Jeff.
Lazy Jeff.
What's up, JP? I can't watch the Browns. Yeah, turn that thing off, man. Get ready for the play. You know, my father was a person who, if the Bears lost, he's not watching anybody else. And but I would say DJ Lazy Jeff, same advice I used to give him. And turn on a good team. Kick back and watch how, maybe your team will play in the future. But that would be my advice. I think it's gonna be some good playoffs. I'm joking, but there are gonna be some good playoff games coming up.
Oh yeah.
S. Donovan 74. After Fanatics takes over, what will happen to the value of number panini colored parallels of Luka, Mahomes, Trey, Justin Herbert, etc.? I think if the players playing well and they have a legendary career, these cards are not. They're not. I don't
Yeah.
think they're going to be in any bad shape or go down in value. Yeah, I don't think so.
No,
But
it's not
you
about
let me, JP. What do you think of that?
no, I said it's not, it's really not about the card, it's about the player. When you think about it, you really investing in the player. It's not about this card, it's about the player.
And what I
You
don't see,
investing
like
in, you want to see this person.
we're talking about numbered cars that are not overproduced. Um,
Hmm.
what happened with? Okay, let's talk about some parallels, right? Let's talk about some base and some parallels. So what has happened is those who were taking these cars and getting them graded and then getting them back and selling them. Now there are high populations of some cars, and that's just an effect of the same process happening over time. But there are still some cards. Let's not forget, as a collecting community, base level cards are what most of us started on when we started collecting. And color variations now. There are some color variations that are very common because companies now are making more color variations.
Hmm.
And that was a result of looking at, wow, people are really like these color variations. Let's give them more. Um, so those variations are out there. But if you pick and choose kind of the right card that you want to get into for your own reasons, personal or investment type reasons, I think people are still going to be okay. And Fanatics Takeover, I don't think if you have a low pop, production run number Herbert card, I don't think you're going to be hurt by Fanatics taking
Hmm.
things. But Estolfin, you chime back in. Let me know what you think. I feel like Steve Jags. I feel like Fanatics have a complete control. They would try to keep boxes and cases reasonably priced again. No reason we should be paying $1K for a Chrome box. That's a deep comment. Um,
Yeah, great point.
it's hard for me to give my perspective on this. I don't buy boxes. I buy cards. Um, Now, if you'd have talked to me late 90s, early 2000s, I was buying boxes and opening boxes. But I don't the gamble of it. The You don't know what you're gonna pull out of that. I just don't, as we say, I just don't roll that way. It's just hard for me. But I respect those who open a lot of boxes. I respect those who
Hmm.
sell things by boxes. I respect breakers. There are many different parts of this hobby that are needed. Um, and I will hope people know as well that with Fanatics taking over, there's going to be some evolution in the hobby as far as what is going on. Just prepare yourself for that. There's going to be some changes. There's going to be some changes for me. I buy cards. There's going to be some new slabs. So this will just give you my perspective, right? There are going to be some new slabs. It's not just going to be SGC, PSA, and Beckett kind of leading these slabs. We know we have some other ones out there as well. But those three kind of lead. There's going to be some new Fanatic slabs out. And there are currently cards that are slabbed by Fanatics, but there's going to be more of that. How does that play a role in my world of buying a car? So all of us are going to be affected by it. I don't know if everything that happens that you're affected by is a negative, though. It's a change. And I've lived a life that I've tried to embrace change on many levels about many different things, and cars is one of them. And there have been some advances since I've been collecting. If you would have told me when I was about 10 years old, 9 years old, if a car was worth $50, $200, it was like, wow, that's a $200 Mark McGuire Olympic Topps card. Wow, that's crazy. Things are way beyond that now. I remember going out and spending $400, $500 on some boxes of cars. And I thought, like, man, this is wild, but I may pull some good stuff out. But, this is ever evolving. Reset, pivot is kind of the mindset to have to understand what's going on out here. I hope that helped. Hope that answered. Mervin, with the new tax rule, people might be hesitant to list their cars on eBay. That would mean less listings, which translates to less supply in eBay. Do you think this will drive the market up or down? I think this statement gives a lot. Cars are sold. Please know this in many different places other than eBay. Many different places. I know a lot of like I peruse eBay on a regular basis. I also look at some other websites on a regular basis. There are people I went to the National. Now, one may argue, hey, FD, this might be an outlier, but I don't think so. I went to the National. There were people selling cars that don't have an IG, don't have a Facebook, selling top level cars, graded top level players, expensive cars, don't have an eBay, don't have a Facebook, have never been on eBay at all. There's a big part of the community that's not doing any of this stuff. So and I think there will be a way to capture those sales in different ways over time. So will it drive down the market or drive it up? We'll see. I think if someone is pulling their sales off eBay because of the tax rules, there's going to be other evolution within the hobby that's also happening at the same time. So you all let me know out there as well. Again, if you're a seller, what are you thinking about doing with these tax rules? Because I can't speak out of turn. I haven't really sold at a show to speak on that. Watt 21 and a half sacks with 14 games this season. Crazy. Trevor, I'm just gonna say this. Like, I'm not a big fan of Watt. And I know you're talking about not his brother, because his brother's career, may actually be almost done. But you're talking about Watt with the Steelers. I'm not a big fan of his. But I'm happy that he has 21 and a half sacks. JP, I know you love him as a player.
No, never been a Watt fan or Watts.
And Trevor, I only say this. I want to let Trevor know. I only say this because a lot of that has to do with the system of defense that he plays and what he's doing in that defense.
Yeah.
21 and a half is not easy to get. But Trevor, a player can be put in a certain system to where they can be very successful. So I appreciate what he's done, but I'm not a huge fan. Steve Jacks Cash has always been king at card shows. With this new tax rule, will hold even more value at shows. Cash will. Okay. I will. I'm listening on that one because I think cash does always rule. Let's talk about Joe Burrow. So Joe Burrow this year is performing very well. Where does this community that's in here right now? Where do you stack up Joe Burrow versus Justin Herbert? Just let me know that. I'm a big Burrow fan. I'm also a big Justin Herbert fan. If you ask me who's better,
Herbert is the real deal.
if JP always says that to me, but if you ask me who is better, I gotta say Herbert has a slight edge on Burrow. But don't be surprised if Burrow goes further in the playoffs than Herbert this year. Don't be surprised.
I don't know about that. Maybe, could be. It's anybody's ball
Okay.
game, though.
All right.
It's
All right.
anybody's
All right.
ball game.
All right.
But if I put my money
Because
on the line, I'm
let's
taking
just look
him.
at Cincinnati. Cincinnati has a running back.
Yeah.
We know Joe Mixon can get it. They have wide receivers. They have a
Oh,
decent tight end.
yeah, so does the Chargers. They
I
got a
know.
running back over there, too.
Yeah. So it's going to come down to who can take that
Who
step
can
at
play
that.
better?
That's right. There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
who gonna play
All right.
better?
Now don't be surprised you come up in here now and Burrow's still playing and Herbert watching that Super Bowl. Don't be surprised.
Nah, I don't know about that.
I think we found a good one here.
We already,
I think the shows will be like the exposure and advertising, but they also get a lot of complaints from patrons for filming. DJ Lazy Jeff, where are you located? Are you in the LA metropolitan area or are you in another part of the country? This is interesting. Is the Burbank store expensive? I mean, that's a broad question. You know, Burbank is the most organized card shop that I've ever been to. Very organized. If you place an order on eBay, excuse me, if you go in the store and buy something, as soon as you check out and buy, that card is taken down from eBay. There's no double selling. You walk in, you say you're looking for a certain card, they can navigate you to what their selection is on that player quickly. You should visit. Just check it out. I love to vlog, but with my job, I just don't have the time that it required to be done correctly. Steve, I would tell you this. It's time. You got to put the time in, right? You have to just be willing to go. Just go for it. There are several people vlogging as full-time jobs. It's just something that for me, for instance, JP knows, I've always wanted to represent cards. This is the way I'm gonna say it. Represent the card industry in my own way and from my own experience, as well as meet more people in the industry and talk to people. I've always had a passion for sports. Watching sports, talking about sports, we can go way back to when I was 16, 17, 18 years old. It's always been there. I've been in a barbershop getting my hair cut, talking about sports and saying that guy over there, you're crazy. You think what? To being in college and talking about sports in between classes. On the foot in practice, talking about I remember when Jerry Rice was about to break the all-time receiving touchdowns record. We were in practice, and there was some people saying, please know this, that Jerry Rice wasn't the best receiver of all time.
Yeah.
So, and I had Jerry Rice's newspaper article in the back of my locker taped up. I'd start calling him the GOAT. He has many more years to play. He was a GOAT. Never seen anybody
Yeah,
run routes.
for
That
sure.
kind of, so I've always had a love for just speaking about myself personally. Um, so now, I mean, you know, working a job and being able to get away and do something that you really care about, nothing better than that. VHS or beta. I think the entire country spoke on this one, right, JP?
Oh yeah.
And it really made no sense, right? Because beta was more compact. You would think more people would buy that. But has anybody held, JP? I know, have you held a beta cassette in your hand?
It's been many, many, many years ago, but yes.
Yes. So when you actually
Oh,
hold it and experience it and put it into a cassette player, that's a different experience between a VHS and a beta. And I
oh
think that's
yeah.
what most people saw.
Oh yeah.
So
Hey, what's up, Marcus?
Michael Gallup, Michael Gallup for the Dallas Cowboys tore his ACL,
Yep.
and
Done for
he's
the
out
season.
for the season. What does that do to the Dallas Cowboys? How far are they going?
Was Zeke Elliott back there? Not very far.
Averaging about 54 yards a game rushing. Zeke Elliott.
Yeah. Nope.
And then the other running back, you know, he can't take that load. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the national championship games. I know a lot of people tuned in and watched these games. I kind of figured, I thought it was going to be Alabama and Georgia from the giddy up, from when the horse came out the stable, right? So you got Alabama versus Cincinnati. Did anybody think Cincinnati was going to win that game?
Nope.
I didn't, for sure.
Nope.
Um, I kind of thought it was going to be more of a spread than it was. I think at first they were confusing Alabama's quarterback with some, you know, different sets that he probably hasn't seen. But once they got that under control, rolled all over these people. Also,
Oh yeah.
Michigan and Georgia. Michigan looked shocked at the game speed from Georgia, man. They looked shocked. It was like you saw a lot of wide eyes, but behind those face masks, you saw a lot of wide eyes. Wow, looking over the hall ball like you didn't tell it's gonna be like this, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you. It's very interesting, the football. I was surprised that Utah, was that Utah? Utah State played Ohio State the way they, well, not really,
Oh yeah,
but
they played them well. They played them well.
yeah.
You know, I was texting you like Ohio State is not winning this game.
Yeah. Yeah, they lucked up and pulled that game out.
They pulled
They
that
really
out.
did.
Well, you got a wide receiver that has an historic day.
Yeah.
That young man just whoo, he had a game. And then
Yeah.
on the other side, you have the son from Indianapolis Colts wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Junior. Yeah.
Ooh, he was running routes.
Yep.
Man. So you
Well,
got those two guys out there, and you got a quarterback throwing the ball that'll probably never see the NFL. It's all good, right? It's all good. Looks like Michigan's quarterback. I told you, Cade, he's not going to the NFL.
Well, he may be
You
a
got to enjoy
backup
the
on
college
somebody's
experience. Yeah, you
game.
got to enjoy the college experience. You can always say, man, I threw the ball to that guy. Look at that guy. Marvin Harrison Jr. can play, man.
Oh yeah. Come on. You got to think who his father was. He chipped off the whole block, man.
And then I saw a picture the other day of him with his dad when they beat, I think, when they beat the Bears in Super Bowl 41.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison Sr. had him walking around with him. He's a
Yeah.
player now.
Yeah.
This is a question that I wanted to get to. Let me find it here. Okay, here we go. FD, my hot take, Kyle Pitts will be better than Jamar Chase and Jalen Waddle. Matchup nightmare. JP, what do you think of Kyle Pitts?
Uh he's decent. I mean, To me, he's just like any other tight end. When you think about it, a tight end position, of course, he reminds me of Tony Gonzalez, but can he put in the body of work? I mean, college is a different. To me, college is a different beast from the transition from the college game to the NFL. We all know the NFL, these players are bigger, faster, the game speeds up. But it still goes back to the body of work that he puts in. I mean, I think the guy is a great receiver. I think he was a hell of a player in college, but you got to show me more. But too, you got to look at the team he's playing on.
That's what I'm just waiting for you to go. I'm just waiting for
Yeah,
you to finish that thing up because who else is there to throw to?
nobody,
No one.
nobody. Julio's gone.
Yeah, there's no one else, Dexter. I believe that Kyle Pitts is a good athlete. He looks like a great receiver. He has good hands. But we gotta get some more people on that team, right? And
Yeah,
when you're Matty Ice, it's very you want to dump to that tight end because you don't have anybody else to really throw to in that
no,
offense. But at least
no,
he's throwing the ball to Pitts, and Pitts is catching the ball and doing
yeah,
something with it. But
yeah,
Michael Vick, let's go back, people. Sometimes you see things, right? Pitts has 60. I mean, he has 1,000 yards receiving. That's cool, right? But when Michael Vick ran for 1,000 yards, no offense should have a quarterback that's running for 1,000 yards.
no,
And I haven't watched enough Atlanta games to know how they line Pitts up. Because we know, like Kansas City, even Tampa Bay, they move Gronk, they move these guys around. Sometimes we were
yeah,
talking the other day. Sometimes they're playing tight end, down, hand in the ground. Sometimes they're playing
yeah,
the slot receiver, and sometimes they're playing the out receiver. So
yeah.
how do they move him around? I do not know. But
I,
Kansas City's receiver is really, I mean, tight end is really a slot receiver.
yeah, yeah. That's all he is, really. I mean, when you think
He's
about
not
it.
really asked to block. He doesn't do any of that.
No, no. This is okay. So this is my question here. So when you start to talk tight ends,
Mhm.
where is Travis Kelsey ranked when you
For
talk
me
about?
personally, but we grew up in a different era. I don't know what people are thinking about now. Kelsey is a good receiver. To me, he's not even a
Okay,
tight end.
okay,
He's
okay.
a receiver.
That's where I'm headed
Yeah.
then.
He's a good receiver. He can run for yards after the catch. Um, he does well for himself.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him really block somebody. Like
No,
compare Kelsey's blocking to Gronk's blocking, to Tony Gonzalez's blocking, and let me give you this one to Shannon Sharp's blocking.
no. He can't.
No.
He cannot go toe to toe with none of those dudes. None of them.
So
No
again, we
way.
talk about systems, right? If he was on a team that required him to block like that as a tight end, I don't know what Kelsey would be at.
No.
But he's in a
No.
system that wants him to be a tight end, and he does well. I mean, he wants him to be a receiver, and he does well at that.
Receiver. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back. Andrew, as Tupac said, there's some things that's changing that's going to make it hard to smile in the future. All right. I like when people start quoting Tupac.
Tupac. Yeah. Pac.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
You
yeah.
go ahead. I'm gonna look up some other Tupac quotes right quick because Tupac, had some things to say.
Oh yeah, he did. He did. Okay, I
Herbert
want.
bigger market. Yeah, Herbert has a bigger market than Cincinnati. Yes, he does.
Oh, yeah, I
Yes, he
want to get
does.
people. I want to get people's take on this out here. This
What's up? What
Mike
you got?
Tyson. Mike Tyson training for this Logan Paul fight.
Y'all getting ready for this, people? Have
I'm
y'all
getting
watched the
hyped.
video? Please YouTube a video on Mike Tyson's training right now.
Ooh.
And he looks in better physical condition than when he fought Roy Jones.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna see how
But you
this
got to.
goes.
but we have to think about the mindset of this dude, man. When this dude gets in the ring, this dude is a whole different animal. Now you got to ask yourself when you go into this line, then who you gonna deal with? This dude is a monster.
True.
At the age that he is now, I don't think too many people want to get in and go pound for pound with Mike Tyson.
True. The
Definitely not
question was,
Paul.
how much would you get paid to get hit with some of these shots in his training videos? That was the question that was out there.
To me, dude, there's no amount of money. I wouldn't want to get hit by none of these shots. I don't care what type of shape I'm in. Would you want to get hit by some of these shots and take some of
No,
these body
no,
shots?
I wouldn't.
Not
No.
me.
To me, I see irreversible
Not
damage
me.
going on.
Oh yeah.
So this is another
Oh
Tupac
yeah.
quote.
Easy.
I'm going to hit you with another Tupac
When I was
quote.
pregnant in jail, I thought I was going to have
Hold on.
a baby and the baby would.
He said, life is a wheel of fortune and it's my turn to spin it.
Oh wow.
Think about that. Think about that.
Yeah.
There are many more. Many more.
Yeah, Pac has some quotes. Oh yeah.
Let me get one more from the list. Let's go back to the list.
Go ahead, because I got something in my head that I'm thinking about.
Go ahead. You go with yours. What you got?
I want to know what people thought about this Kansas City and Bengals game. Now, when you look at it, Kansas City was up what 22-7.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I looked at the score several times early.
Yeah, they were up, and you let the young Burrow and Chase and Mixon crew come in and take you out.
Nobody's chiming in on it. Let's have somebody chime in on that. Did Cincinnati just teach everyone how to beat the Chiefs? Because I've said early in the season, if you have a running game in the playoffs, you're going to charge. The Chiefs are going to have all kinds of problems.
Yep.
All kinds.
Bingo.
And if you saw how Chase was running after the catch, he's just running away from people. It was like, wow.
Oh my Lord, yes.
Just moving out. Colorado Sports News says if you hold a car for more than a year, it's still taxable, like an investment. What I've read, anything over $600 is taxable.
Yep.
What's up to the moon? What's going on, bro? I always appreciate you, man. I want to tell you too, your energy. I just love it, man. I just love it. I really appreciate you. I enjoy meeting you in Chicago, and if we were closer, man, I would see you all the time. I really appreciate you. Yeah, there's a lot of hobby news going on. A lot. What's up, Matt?
Hey, what's up, Matt?
Appreciate you rolling, man.
We're rolling, baby.
Appreciate you. Antonio Gates and Kellen Winslow, two great Charger tight ends.
Oh, yes,
yeah. Oh, yes, they were. Yeah.
Come with it.
Kellen Winslow was he was the beginning of a totally different tight end. And this is why Dan Fouts, we talked a couple of weeks ago about that top 10 QB list. I still ain't heard nobody's though. But Dan Fouts had to be in my top 10 because of how he affected the game.
Yeah.
Please don't forget about what him and Kellen Winslow did. Several others on the team, but those two guys, they used to light it up.
Man.
All right, we got some Tupac tonight, people. PSA Treasure said, Tupac said, always do your best. Don't let the pressure make you panic.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
Pac was a legend in his own right.
He was. Yep, he was. Joe Burrow, the next Tom Brady. PSA pressure. PSA treasure. That's when you gotta pump your brakes. You gotta pump brakes, bro. You gotta put them ABSs to work. We're going too far with the comedy, people. I see some similarities between Joe Burrow. I've told JP this, and Aaron Rodgers. I see some similarities. We still got to let Joe Burrow. Aaron Rodgers just threw for over 400 and some touchdowns and passed Brett Favre. Let's just let Joe Burrow do his thing. You know, spend some time in the system, have some players. Who knows? One day he may go to another team. Let's just let him spend some time. He's not Tom Brady. Tom Brady is no one's the next Michael
In a
Jordan.
class by himself.
Yeah, there's no other Tom Brady. That's not coming down the pipe in any time. That's
Nope.
it's not gonna happen. Yeah, Burrow had that 40-yard game. Yep. Did well for himself.
Yeah.
Mac Jones in the patch. Yes.
Like,
There was a question on Instagram today.
Yeah.
Is Mac Jones a great quarterback, or is he a system game manager? He's a system game manager, and he does well at what he does. And there's a lot of room in the NFL. If you can play quarterback and run that system, you can make a good salary for yourself and have a great career.
I love this comment. Marcus, I love the comment.
Marcus, you crack me up, man. That's funny. It's funny. I like that.
Oh,
I like
yeah,
that.
buddy. I love it.
Are you ready? Yeah, we talked about this, Sancho. We talked about this. I think this group is ready. Is there anybody out here? I haven't seen anybody chiming in and say they're not. I think this group is ready. In Franklin III, Cincinnati certainly didn't give the NFL a blueprint on how to beat the Chiefs, but not every team has a Burrow and Chase. Okay. Let's wait till the Chiefs get to the playoffs. Yep.
I
Just
know
wait.
somebody who did give you a blueprint. Last year in that Super Bowl, they gave you a blueprint on how to beat them.
Tampa Bay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. I think in Franklin is must be a Chiefs fan.
Oh,
We'll see.
yeah.
Meant to say because not every team. Okay. Kansas City defense is horrible. Yes, it is. Yeah, there's no
Somebody
question.
said go ahead, FD, my bad.
There's no question. Is there a question about their defense?
No, but okay, let me say this. They have been talking about how this Chief defense is so much head and shoulders better than when they first started the season. Now, I haven't seen the difference. Maybe somebody out there in the community, maybe they seen the difference, but I haven't seen the difference.
Okay.
What is your take on it?
I just want to wait until the playoffs start because then you don't have certain teams that you play and beat. Those teams are sitting at home with a remote control in their hand and an ottoman under their feet. Then we get down to those who really want to ball out. But see, this is a football side of me coming out right now. And the Chiefs, sometimes we just gotta let stuff go, right? The Chiefs were a good team. They won a Super Bowl. They went to another Super Bowl and lost. They don't have the caliber of teams that they had before. Not at all. Which is forcing Mahomes to throw some balls that he should not be throwing. So, we'll get to the playoffs and then we'll see what's happening. But I want all the Chief fans in the house to just come on back. Come on back when we get to the playoffs and let's talk about it. Now, I don't know. I don't think they're going to go to the playoffs and get put out in the first round. I'm not saying that. But I don't this is a Super Bowl team. That's all I'm saying.
I will say it for you.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, JP.
I said I will say it for you. The Chiefs will get beat.
It's gonna happen
in the first round. Yeah. I'm just putting that out there. They will get beat in the first round.
Yeah, Fouts was great, but bad playoff record. Yep, broke Namath's record yards in a season. I think Fouts was It was something else. Colorado sports too. Always surprising how much talent there is. Burrow and Chase. Then so many more receivers and QBs. Goes for all sports. Just an overload of talent to make sense of, in my opinion. But know this: when Elway, Marino, all those quarterbacks start coming out. O'Brien for the Jets was in that mix. JP, you remember this?
Yeah,
There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent out there, but those top echelon players always rise. These players that we're talking about right now, we don't know if more injuries are coming. We don't know what's going to happen in their career. We don't know if someone who's running
yeah,
great routes right now is going to tear an ACL. That's why we need that body of work and that longevity in the game, like football. It can either be baseball or basketball as well. We just don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
There is a lot of
Very
talent
true.
right now, but I gotta believe that when we look back, we're gonna know who the real players were when they get up on that podium and speak at the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah,
Who the real players were, who got through
oh yeah,
all the minutia of injuries and everything else going on to get to the top of their respective categories in the game. Then that's when it's exciting. But
oh
there are
yeah,
players
definitely.
who are on that Hall of Fame road that end up getting hurt. Something happens. So we'll see.
Yeah.
JP, this is for you from JP, John Patterson. JP,
Oh,
you
okay.
think Bengals do better than Chiefs in playoffs? Doesn't mean anything, I think.
Oh, okay. Let me take this.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals will do better in the playoffs than the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm just letting you know that that's just my humble opinion. That
Why do you think
once you
so?
start,
Why do you think that?
be- because I think that their offense right now, they're not playing any top defensive teams when you think about it, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think they're kind of just walking through certain games. We seen how they started out. They got on a little hot streak, but now they ran into a buzzsaw when they kind of met a team that can match them, player for player, defense, offense. We seen that with the Bengals. Now you know when you get into the playoffs, you really it's going to really come down to the rubber meeting the road on can you run the ball consistently? Can your wide receivers get open consistently? How
Mm-hmm.
well does your tight end block? I mean, all these factors come into play when you start to get into the playoffs. The
Yes.
Chiefs are, yeah, they're a team that love to with the trick plays and to go down the field because we know that's how Andy Reid is. He's a trick play coach.
Mm-hmm.
We know that. We understand that. But when it comes down to beating these teams, they will get exposed. All right.
All right. So Peyton Manning cards by Mervin. Undervalued or not? Quite undervalued. Quite. I've had a conversation with several collectors that shows we've talked through this. Quite undervalued. Look at some Peyton Manning cards and then go look at a Brady card. Now, I'm not saying they're the same quarterback, but just look at them and then you'll see that. Team success, another one from John. Part of QB legacy. Joe Burrow way behind Bills, Chiefs, Chargers, and Patriots for team success and their QBs. So Josh Rosen, from what I'm getting from John, that he thinks is Josh Rosen better than Joe Burrow?
I don't think so.
Does any? I just want to know. I want to know if John thinks that. I don't think so. I think Rosen. I'm just gonna say this. Well, is a player that people have hyped up, and you're going to really start seeing who this guy is. How does he play the game, especially when there's pressure on him? Where does he put the ball? How is he reading the defense? We'll see, but I don't think he's better than Joe Burrow. Not at all. We got Ontario,
You
Canada,
talking about
in the
Josh Allen, right?
excuse me, yeah, Josh Allen. My fault, not Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen shouldn't even be talked about as far as a quarterback, but Allen, yes. What are your thoughts on card autos and sticker autos? What's your preference? All depends on the card, what was happening at the
Right.
time. there are some years where sticker autos were the only thing you really want to see primarily, and then there are some years where you have that choice. You can see when you look at data that on-card autos are higher valued than sticker autos.
Sticker.
Um,
Yep.
if I see a nice card, I like the card. Um, I'm not going to see a card that has a sticker auto and be like, I don't want that. If it's a good player, it's a nice card, it's a nice value, it's a good investment, then I'm looking to pick up that card or at least talk about it.
Yep.
We got Jim Brown here. Dexflow. FD, would you rather own a PSA 3 Jim Brown rookie or pay $600 more for the 6 year, but it's a beautiful PSA 9? It all depends, really, right? Do I have other Jim Brown rookies in my collection? Do I have other 6 years in my collection? Do I really want a rookie card? There are some collectors out there that really want a rookie card. I thought a lot about a Jim Brown rookie since the National. Even at the National, I was talking to someone about one. So I've thought a lot about that. I would probably lean towards the PSA 3 Jim Brown rookie if you're asking me. But I wouldn't sleep on the 6 year PSA 9. I mean, that sounds like a great card. So that's a great question, though. But it really all depends on what's going on at that time, what's in my collection, what else am I thinking about, what are the moves I want to make later. Maybe I want that 600 to put towards another card or something. That's a question that.
Let me pose this question to you.
Yeah. What you got?
So let me pose this question to you. I know how you and I feel about Jim Brown. I'll take any grade of Jim Brown. It don't matter from scale from 1 to PSA 9 or 10, anywhere in that category.
Yeah, that's what
Would
I'm
you
kind of
take a
thinking.
Jim Brown?
That's what I'm kind of thinking, but I was trying to challenge myself to think about what's the strategy. But I tell the story sometime.
Yeah.
My friend Drew ran into a second year, I think, Jackie Robinson card. Wow, this was probably 2 or 3 years ago or more.
Yep.
And JP knows this story. And Drew was in he was in the middle of Missouri somewhere in a store, and the car was there. And the car was kind of beat up, right? But he sent me that picture. I was like, man, please get that car. I'll pay you for it. Send it to me. Right? He sends me that car. I send it to PSA. That car came back a PSA 1. Man, I don't care. I don't care. That's a legendary card, man.
Yes, it is.
I put that card in storage. Haven't seen it in a while, but it's sitting there. But that's a great car, and the way he found it, and how he texts me, it's a story. You all know I love stories to the card, so that's a story there. Any one of these cards with Dexflow, you find one, you let me know. Love to have them. Love to have them in the PC. They're great cards.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else we got? You think Jamar Chase can have 3 more touchdowns in the last 3 games and possibly catch Cup? Sancho, we talked about this last week. Cooper Cup. I want everybody to hear this. People may disagree with me. Is a system wide receiver.
Yep.
He's in that offense.
Yep.
He has a coach that runs plays that are. We should be, in my humble opinion, Chase, Deebo Samuel, and a few other. Has anybody watched Deebo? We were on last week with Sports Cards Anonymous, Dakota, and we were talking about Deebo. And we were jumping in a Cooper Cup and Deebo Samuel. There's no comparison. I don't care what numbers say. I don't care what yards are caught or touchdowns are had. There's no comparison there.
Boy, you preaching now, boy. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you're in that system, And I know a lot of people may not understand the power of the system, but you let Cooper Kupp get another head coach or move to another team and then watch what he does.
He
So
will
Cooper Kupp
dissipate.
to me as well can't compare to Jamar Chase. I don't know if Jamar Chase will get 3 more touchdowns, but they're not in the same league as far as the wide receiver. DJ Lazy Jeff
FD.
Johnson Taylor can run the dang ball. Yeah, he can. But the question is, like I said before, is will a coach run him into the ground? Because their quarterback is not there. They know they
Yeah.
got to get the ball out of
Yeah.
his hand, so they might as well give it to the running back.
Yeah.
I would like Jonathan Taylor.
FD
I think what I'm
quarterback.
saying, got to get him a quarterback. Get Jonathan Taylor a quarterback.
Well, do you think he'll fare better in a different system? What system would you
Jonathan
pose?
Taylor, I just want him
Like,
to have a
yeah,
quarterback. I want him to have someone with that box and those safeties have to respect what that quarterback is about to do. And then Jonathan Taylor is going to really flourish and really show his capabilities. But
yeah,
you can't just keep giving that guy the ball and just having him run. We can name countless running backs that has not worked in the long term.
yeah, yeah. But I think going back to Cooper Kupp, I think what's the LA Rams coach? What is his name?
Let me look him up. I always forget his name. He's not on the top of my.
I got it on the top of my head, and I'm usually good with this stuff. But to me, this guy is no
Sean
more.
McVay. Sean
Yeah,
McVay.
Sean McVay. Sean McVay is no more than an Andy Reid when you look at their system. Their systems mirror each other. You know, I just think that LA has a little bit of better defense, but I think that they mirror each other.
Go ahead, JP. Don't let
What's
me
your
cut you.
NBA?
You know I love this question.
No, go ahead. I'm
Y'all
gonna let
know
you
I
get
love
your
this
top
question.
I'm not sharing my top 5.
Number 5, Kobe Bean Bryant. Number 4, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 3, Magic Johnson. Number 2, Oscar Big O Robertson. Number 1, Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yeah.
Sydney,
Who
let
was
me
your
know
number
what you
2?
think. Oscar Robertson.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some
And
people
I'll
would.
say this over and over again before it's all over and done with. I've already had Steph kick out Larry Bird in the top 10.
Yeah.
And before it's all over and done with, Steph will be in the top 5.
Yes, he will, without question.
I would
Without
love to see if
question.
someone can argue that fact. Will people think like, no, I don't think that's going to happen. Okay.
Okay. Keep watching. I'll tell
Oh
you,
yeah.
tune in.
Love what you collect. Appreciate you being here. Oh, love what you collectors in the house. I really appreciate this. I agree with you all. I would take any great Jim Brown. I love me some Jim Brown. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I've
Yes,
had the
indeed.
opportunity to meet him a couple of times in person. The man has a presence about him.
Yes, he does.
I remember I was at a show in St. Louis, and I was with a coworker at the time, my boss at the time, who was into autographs. And we're walking up, and we started talking to Jim Brown, and I started talking to him about being in some Spike Lee movies. And he was like, "Oh yeah, you saw me in there, yeah." I was like, "Oh yeah, sir." I said, "So now let me ask you a question. What do you do when Spike comes to set and has some direction for you?" He said, "Oh, well, Spike tells me go stand over there. I go stand over there. When he tells me it's time for lunch, then it's time for lunch. Or when he tells me he needs more energy out of me in a certain thing, then Spike gonna get more energy out of me." He said, "I just do whatever he says." Jim
Yeah.
Brown.
Respect.
Yeah, but Sydney, let me know what you think about that top 5. Wesley said he go for that Jim Brown rookie.
Jim Brown rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
Oh,
goal
yeah.
of getting one of those in 2022. We'll see. See if that happens.
Yeah.
All right. Good
Good
morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Afghanistan Air Force. Hey,
Ernest, thank you.
salute to you.
Thank you very much for
Salute to
being
you.
here. Thank you. All right. Matt has his top 5. I love this. Jordan, Magic, Karl Malone, Kareem, Kobe. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Matt, you know I'm going to respect you now. I respect it. Respect when you put that Karl Malone in there, though. I start shaking a little bit. But I respect it, though, Matt. I respect it. You know, I don't know if you be top 5 with that pick and roll now, but I respect it. I respect it. You know, Matt, you know I'm just messing with you. All right. Sydney, Dolphins, Malone, top 5. Oh, wow. That's funny.
Hey, he cried. Look, he laughing.
Matt, I respect it, though, bro. I respect it. Anybody,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, we're
Yeah.
family in here. You know, we mess with each other. We JP and I growing up, people joan on each other. We do that, but I respect his top 5.
Yeah.
Jordan,
Yeah.
Magic,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Karl Malone.
It's number
Karl
love and
Malone is
respect, man.
Karl Malone's a player though you can't find in today's NBA.
No.
No,
Not
no,
that
you
dude.
cannot. You can't find him.
No.
His level of durability, that's why he was he second all time in scoring. LeBron's got to put some work in to catch him. And all time scoring.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, John Patterson. You take the PSA 9, 6-year Jim Brown. It's between pop 1 and pop 5. But always know that everything in card collecting is not linear. So there are a lot of outside factors that come in too. Maybe somebody has wanted that, that rookie for a long time. And they don't care if it's a PSA 3 or not. They really don't. So but I can see John's point if that's how you're thinking about it, but that could be other thoughts. Come on, JP, share with us, man. They want to hear from you, JP. They want to hear from you. No, Wilt. Oh yeah, I got Wilt. Yeah, Wilt on my list is number 10. Number 10. If you want me to let me know, somebody let me know if you want me to take you through that top 10 and go from 10 on up, I will. I don't have any problem. Don't have any problems doing it. Do you think folks should move on from Michael Porter Jr. as an investment? JP, why don't you take that one because you know Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, Mike Porter is a good friend of mine. Suffered a lot of injuries, had a lot of injuries. Me, I would never move on from him. I think he's a heck of a player, got a lot of upside. Just unfortunately happened to drop in the draft due to the injuries that he had.
Back problem.
Now,
yep, back surgery.
Yeah.
So let me ask this, Don. Go ahead, JP. Then I'm going to ask a question to ask Don.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, FD. Go ahead.
If you're walking away from Michael Porter Jr., are you also walking away from Zion?
Great question.
I was going to throw that out there.
Great question.
Because just from where I sit, I see Michael Porter Jr. coming back and doing well in how he plays the game before I see Zion coming back and doing well on how he plays the game.
Oh, yeah.
Ernest Addison, Earl Campbell. Yeah, Earl Campbell's a great player.
Earl Campbell, yeah.
Great player. Hey, good evening. AD's collection. Good evening. Karl Malone, it can be in someone's top 5. I'm just messing around. No, I'm just messing around. I'm not. Sydney, that's your top 5, but you have convinced me Curry maybe number 5. Curry's coming in the top 5, people. No one can stop that.
Oh, yeah.
No one can stop that. But the question is, who is he bumping out of the top 5? Let's start talking about that right now. Please chime in. Who is he bumping out of the top 5? And if you have your own top 5, so Matt, Let me go back to Matt. So Matt, let us know who you think Curry might bump out. Do you think Curry's going to move into the top 5? If he does, who could he bump out? Curry's the truth, people.
Yeah, he's the real deal, Holyfield.
And it's not because I have a Curry card. If I didn't have any Curry cards, the man is the truth. I don't have too many Klay Thompson cards. That young man can play ball.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
he
what
can
it is.
shoot.
No love for
No
Larry.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
yeah, I got
love
love
for
for
him.
Larry. Yeah, I got love for Larry. What I got Larry at here? Larry's number 14. Number 14 on the list. Who kicked Larry out of my top 10 because he originally was Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got number love
He's
for
a
Larry
shooter.
Bird. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett or Tim Duncan?
Man.
Who's playing around? Who's playing around both of them for me to answer that question?
Yep.
Who's
Yep.
playing around? Who's on those teams?
Man.
Because they
Hey.
both bring you a different kind of skill set from a big man position.
Yes, indeed.
So I can't just pick.
It's tough though. I would take any of them. You win it on Tim or KG. Whoever you surround them with, you will win titles. Period. Hands down.
Just think about it. If you took Kevin Garnett and put him on the Spurs, if you took Tim Duncan and put him with Boston,
you still winning titles.
still winning.
You still
winning.
winning titles.
If Kevin Garnett would have left Minnesota earlier, he'd have more rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
many more.
So ask me this question, FD. Take KG and put him with Golden State. What are we talking about here?
Oh, it's a problem. The way he runs the court and his size and his ability, he never got tired. That's a problem. They probably go 81-1.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Oh
problem.
yeah. I just had to drop that in there.
Orlando Bird. Yeah, Bird is,
He's the truth.
You guys can Matt said you guys select Funko Pops. I got a bunch of sport ones. I have not. I have a few that I've received for like Christmas or Father's Day or something, mainly Christmas. I have a few around, but I wouldn't say I collect them. But I did walk into a retail store before Thanksgiving, and I had a lot of questions. I wanted to learn more about Funko, so I asked a lot of questions about Funko. It's a great. There are some Funko Pops that are very collectible. Very. Top 10. You want to hear, Wes? You want to hear this? You ready? Now, Wes, you got to give me yours, though. You can't just say, man, top 10, want to hear it. I'm going to give it to you. Number 10, Will Chamberlain. Number 9, Steph Curry. Number 8, Tim Duncan. Number 7, Hakeem Olajuwon. Number 6, Bill Russell. Then we got Kobe, Kareem, Magic, the Big O, and MJ. But Wesley, please chime in here. Let me know now. What's your top 10? Maybe the coach should sign Dante Culpepper.
Man. Woo. Hey, that dude was a handful.
Just think about if he was playing today, what kind of money would he make?
Oh my Lord. He
It'll
would
be
blow
crazy.
the roof off.
It'd be crazy.
He would blow the roof off.
It would be crazy.
You seen how big Dante Culpepper was and what he can do? Throwing the ball and running. Dude, please.
Christopher, since we are talking NBA, where would the two of you rank Jason Williams in terms of passer and point guard? I miss White Chocolate. White Chocolate was something else. White Chocolate, the truth. Everybody should know that you remember now. He played high school basketball with Randy Moss. That's wide receiver, Hall of Famer, Randy Moss. White Chocolate as a point guard.
He's the real deal now. He's the real deal.
I'm just thinking about rank. Oh, you know what I'm about to say now. Are you ranking JP? Put you on the spot
Yeah.
here. Are you ranking Jason Williams above Isaiah Thomas? Because we had a question last week about Isaiah Thomas.
Let me put all bull stuff to the side and say I cannot rank him
I
over
couldn't.
Isaiah Thomas.
I couldn't either. I would give
I
Isaiah
couldn't.
Thomas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to respect. That's one thing you do. The body of work that Isaiah Thomas put in, you have to respect it.
Well, I would say Jason Williams is probably top 15, top 20.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
top
I would
15,
say
top
that.
20.
Yeah,
I can't put him in my top 10 point guards, but he's top 15, top 20.
yeah,
He was a
yeah.
joy to watch, even on that Miami team where he won a championship. He's a joy to watch.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was a problem. He was a nightmare matchup for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
MPJ's Orlando, if healthy, reminds me a lot of KD. I don't think he can do as much offensively as KD. He is a bona fide outside shooter. The young man can shoot the basketball,
yeah. Got game.
but he can't create offensively like KD. KD is a rarity. You got a man 6'10", 6'11", who can handle the ball like him? That's rare. I mean, he's
Yeah.
very rare.
You know, when you start talking about KD, okay, let me make this analogy. When you start talking about KD, when you start talking about KG, and when you start talking about uh, Lamar Odom, those dudes are rare. When you come to talking about players that can play all five positions,
At
handle
that
the
size.
rock,
Yeah.
take you inside, outside. I mean,
Mhm.
just nightmare matchups. Those three dudes were nightmare matchups for anybody in the league
True.
coming down the pipe.
True.
What you think?
Oh, I agree. Totally. John said Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, Magic Johnson, Kareem Wilt. Okay.
Oh, yeah, mine was a little similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
you lean towards, yeah. Yep. I can,
Yeah.
John, I can't knock that.
Yeah. That's a nice one. That's
Can't
a
knock
nice
that. But John, let me ask you a question. Of this top five, who is Steph Curry kicking out?
one.
You gotta answer that for me, John. Who is Steph Curry booting out of that top five? And it ain't MJ.
Ah, ah.
One of them big men. I
You
don't
say
know.
gotta go.
You gotta go. You gotta tell me now. You gotta tell me. I appreciate you sending that top five in, though. But please answer that question for me. Because Steph is coming through, kicking in doors,
Yep.
and crossing names off the list. Yep, got that one. Shoot, got that one. Shoot. He's gone. And he's nestling himself. Yeah, I'm in the top five, baby. He bumps Big O.
Big O. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I can respect that.
Okay.
Mr. Triple Double.
So in my top five now, I got Michael Jordan, Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, Kareem, Kobe. And you're saying he's kicking Big O out of my top five? Okay. All right. People trip on Big O, man. He didn't win enough championships. Yeah. Okay. Because
Yeah.
I kind of thought Kobe might go to number 6. No, I'm stirring the pot, right? I'm just messing around. All right, F Donovan 74. I'm walking away from Zion. Really? Are you invested in Zion? Because I want to get someone's perspective that is invested in Zion on any level. I don't care if you have a $30,000 card down to you have a collection of good cards that are a lower price. I just want to hear that. Just want to know. Big O. Okay, everybody said Big O got to go. JP.
I don't know about that.
I think we need to
Mr.
know
Triple
though.
Double himself.
Average triple doubles was LeBron way back from a physicality standpoint. I mean, you watch Big O get into the post and turn around with that jumper. How he ran point.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
I'm talking about skill.
Curry, okay, Benjamin. Curry is not in my top 10, maybe number 10 at best. Well, then you got to give me your top 9.
Yeah,
Benjamin, you got to hand it to me, bro.
yeah.
You
You
got to let
got
me
it.
know.
Yeah, let's
But
see
I
what you
love
do
these
this year.
conversations. Well, we used to talk about this years ago. I love these conversations when we start talking about that top 10. Because if Curry
Yeah.
is not in there,
Then who
I just
is?
want to know. Did you? I only want to pick out certain players. You please let me know who else is in there. Okay, we got DJ Lazy Jeff, LeBron. Okay, okay, all right. I respect. I was starting to shake again. Well, I respect LeBron, Jordan, Wilt, Kareem, Oscar Robertson. Okay.
Hey,
So who is Steph Curry kicking out here? Who's he
I,
kicking?
okay, so DJ Lazy Jeff. So is this your order? You got LeBron over Jordan and the rest of these guys?
I
Or is it
assumed
that
that this. Maybe I'm wrong. I assumed this was not his order. I probably was. I was
I'm
bad.
thinking that it is his order?
Okay. All right. Mm,
I know it
all
wouldn't
right.
be my order, but
Okay.
hey.
I like it. I like it, DJ. But please let me know who is Steph kicking out. And if LeBron is the GOAT for you, okay, I respect it. Princeton Harvey, that'll be hard to get into the top 5. I currently have Curry at 9.
Man, all
Okay,
time. Respect that.
I respect it. Right now, we're in the same boat. I have him 9 on my list. I have Curry 9 right now. We're in the same Princeton. Boom. We think the same. I agree with you. But I'm talking about when he takes that last sneaker off.
He gonna be in the top 5.
When he takes that last sneaker off and he's sitting at his locker and he's like, hey, it was a good run. Where is he then? He was not going to be 9.
Nope.
This young
And
man's
I
about to put in a lot of
and
work.
and I will tell you this. Before it's all said and done, Curry will have more championships than LeBron James.
I believe that.
Yeah.
But you and I talked about this right after the last Golden State championship, and then when LeBron won, we said then this young man's going to have more. And I didn't even know about personnel moves or anything. I mean, he's going to have more than LeBron. I believe that. I don't believe
Yeah.
LeBron's winning another championship.
No, he's not. He is not,
I
man.
think the thing he has right now is will he pass Kareem? When does he pass Karl Malone?
I don't think he's gonna pass Kareem, to be
I
honest
don't
with
think
you.
so either.
That's
I don't
just
know if
my
he's going to be
humble
able to make
opinion.
it. You run the numbers and think about the points he has to score per game. He has to keep up what he's doing right now for about another 3 seasons. And he can't miss games. He can't like
Nope.
take games off. And I'm calculating 80 to 82 games a season.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
can't. He can't
Yeah.
do it. I don't think so.
And to me, the only reason why LeBron James won that championship is because he was in the bubble when they played less games. How many games did they play that season, FD? What? 40, 50?
I think it was like a little over 50 that year,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
So it
Benjamin
was.
says LeBron's legacy: Tim Duncan over Garnett. Well, the LeBron legacy question mark. I don't know. Are you saying that he's over Jordan because of his legacy? And this is my question always, right? And I may be a little bit biased. Those who pick LeBron over Jordan, how many actual Michael Jordan games have you seen? Like,
Better go back and
not
watch footage.
not like just looking at a few things here and there, or looking at the documentary that came out, The Last Dance, but like actually saw games in their entirety, and not when he was with. You mean you can look at some games with the Wizards, but not just only Wizard games. I just always wonder that because I've had some personal conversations with basketball viewers. I use them air quotes. And when they start talking about LeBron, I said, okay, well, how many Mike Jordan games have you watched? And they come back, well, I saw him at the end with the Wizards.
No. And
Yeah.
let me drop this on you all. I have personally been to Bulls games and watched MJ play in person, live and direct. So when you start talking about somebody that is 6-0 in the NBA Finals, never been to a game 7, and holding up 6 trophies, 6-0, you better go back and watch footage, baby.
S. Solomon says Curry can't be in the top 5 because he's not a two-way player. I don't know about that, S. Don.
No, baby.
I gotta ask you. Are you watching Curry games right now?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm talking about
now
both of them.
there are other players that aren't two-way players that we could talk about, like a Russell Westbrook, for instance.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to speak, preach.
He is not a two-way player.
Carmelo Anthony, preach.
No, not a two-way player. There are other ones we can name. It's not.
Yeah, if you want to.
It's not happening.
I'll give you top 5 players that are one-way players, just like you said. That's not two-way players. You want me to do?
Well, you made me chuckle with that one. You made me chuckle. Okay, love what you collect. All right, MPJ and Zion will be back balling. Extremely talented players. The hobby oftentimes is fuel on hype and follow the crowd and likes every understanding of the game.
Oh, I respect that. I respect that.
Love what you collect has mad knowledge, man.
Yes, he
No,
does.
I
Yes, he
cannot. I
does.
can't dispute that.
Can't
And
dispute that at
and
all.
what she does is like she's optimistic on players, right? And I've met like my brother. I talked to my brother. He's very optimistic on players, and
Respect
I
that.
really want to see Zion. I think Zion has so much potential. If he's in shape and ready to rumble, if he goes back to that, if he's just a few more pounds bigger than Duke, if he goes back to that and develops a jump shot, it's lights out. It's a problem for people.
Yeah.
I just hope he can do that, and I love her perspective on saying that. MPJ, I definitely think will be back and doing his thing.
Oh yeah.
People fail to realize too. You 6'10" and you're mobile, you're probably gonna have a back problem.
Yeah.
The rules of gravity, your center of gravity, everything that's very difficult for a person of that size to run and bound and leap and shoot and go. He'll jump on the ground and go for a ball that's on the ground. It's difficult. Orlando, TD had way more help than KG in his prime. Yeah, he came on the team with that was a successful team. He had David Robinson. Yeah, he had. He had. That's not even a question. Yeah, he
What's
had
that?
way more help. Yeah. I always say, I always call Kevin Garnett minutes is when you are a great player and you stay with a franchise too long, you're playing Kevin Garnett minutes. I've said this for a long time. And like right now, I think Dame Dollar is playing Kevin Garnett minutes right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
That's
could be
great.
someone really getting after something and showcasing his skills and what he can do and winning meaningful games and be on his way to going to All-Star break and come out of it and be successful. But he's not doing that right now. So
I
there are other
would say another player that's doing that, would you agree, FD, is Bradley Beal for the Washington.
Yeah, he's playing Kevin Garnett minutes.
Yeah.
Yes. He just DeRozan just hit a shot of him the other night for the Bulls to beat them.
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
in his face. Right in him. And DeRozan is leaning back.
Yeah.
Right in his face.
Yeah.
And I just thought, Bradley Beal, you've been around that too long. No one should be hitting shots like that in your face.
No, but you know what? I think Brownsville gonna have something to come back and say something about that though.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. At least he had his hand up. It wasn't hand down, man down. You know what I'm saying? At least he had his
No,
hand up.
right.
Okay, so Trey just dropped 56. Okay, who are they playing? Let's look up who are they playing. Tell me. Let's talk about some things here.
I'm
That I
still
don't
not.
know.
I'm still not sold on Trey Young. I mean, I'm just not. Like I
He
said,
kind of
I got.
represents. He kind of represents the future of the NBA. Like you're gonna see more Trey Young types
Yeah,
shooting the ball.
but I want to see that body of work. I got to see that body of work. I can't have you scoring 56 and then next game you scoring 16 or 18 or 20 points. Can't have that. I got to see a consistency flow in a body of work.
Yeah, chime
But
in. Let me know who Trey Young was playing. The Atlanta team is not that great. So love what you collect. Coming back on more now. Tim is better than KG, but KG is right under Tim. Love both of them. It was an honor to watch both of their careers. I just wish we could have seen KG with some real players around him for a longer amount of time.
oh
And
yeah,
I don't know. So let's go back to some top five: George, Magic, Bird, Kobe, James. Okay, all right,
okay.
all right. Tatum reminds me of a player like Carmelo Anthony. DC.
Ooh, go
That's
ahead.
that's a, that's an interesting. You see, I have to scratch my head, right? That's an
Yeah,
interesting.
go ahead and take it first. I got something to say about that.
Uh, I see Tatum playing more defense early in his career than I've ever seen Carmelo Anthony play.
Boom.
I can't. Me personally, I respect your statement. I always do. Tatum is just a better player than Carmelo Anthony. Just coming out of the gate young with it, scoring, playing defense, blocking shots. I never saw that stuff from Carmelo Anthony.
Boom. I don't have to say nothing because you answered it.
No Shaq in the top 10. I got Shaq at 12. Is Shaq in your top 10, Sydney? Mm.
He was a
KD
problem.
top KD top 10. I think he can move into a spot like that. Um, I don't know. I think he can move into a spot like that. JP, what do you think? KD top 10?
Oh, he will be there.
I got him at 13.
He will be there.
He
You got
will
to
be.
think this dude came back from a major catastrophic injury and is still balling and putting up numbers. KD will be there.
I agree. I have him 13 right now.
Oh well, it's getting ready to change.
He's
It's
gonna be
getting
kicking
ready.
some people out, huh? Orlando, Cal Pitts flying under the radar, 1,000 receiving yards as a rook. Too bad he plays for Atlanta. That's why he's flying under the radar.
Flying on radar. Right.
Yeah. If a
Yeah.
tree falls in a forest and no one is there, did that tree fall? That's what it's like being in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yep.
All right, Matt. Maybe Magic, but Curry scores a lot with 3 points, but he's not an all-around threat.
Ooh. Matt, I'm about to scratch my head on that one.
Yeah, don't. I would just say I think Curry is more of a defensive player and rebounder at times than people give him credit for.
But you have to you have to try to scout for this guy. This guy commands so much attention. Well,
Well,
sometimes you got three people trying to guard this guy.
they were just saying on. I was watching something the other day. And they were talking about just him being on the court, how much it opens up Draymond and other players.
Yeah,
Open people are following Steph around. There's at least 2 or 3 people following him, rotating on him as he moves around, and it just opens a lot of people up. If you notice, a lot of times in the games, he's a facilitator. He's
yeah,
passing the ball around until he just starts popping jumpers.
yeah.
Something
Okay.
tells me if Golden State gets deep into the playoffs and gets to the finals, Steph is going to be Finals MVP this year.
Oh, without question.
Calling it right
Without
now,
question.
people. I'm
Without
calling it.
question.
So Benjamin says. So Benjamin got this order here. Okay, Jordan number 1, LeBron number 2, Wilt number 3, Kobe number 4, Kareem number 5, Bill Russell number 6, Magic number 7, Hakeem number 8, Bird number 9, Big O number 10. Okay.
Yeah, that's I can respect. I can respect. I can respect that. That's your humble opinion when it comes to your top, your top 10. I can respect that.
Yeah, I definitely can.
Yeah.
No disrespect for me on that.
No.
All right, let's get back to a few more here. We got a little more time. If you invested in Zion, this is Sancho. Just don't kill yourself. It's just money. But it's gone. Okay. All right. Now, love what you collect. It's about to throw down here. My top 5 in order: MJ, Kobe, LeBron, Wilt, Tim Duncan.
Okay.
All right. All right. All right. So, love what you collect. I'm gonna ask you the same question. Who is Curry kicking out of that top 5? I'm gonna ask you the same question. I gotta be fair. I'm gonna ask you the same question. But I know you're gonna come back and tell me.
Oh
I
man.
like that. I like that top 5. That's good stuff. You put that team right there on the court. That's a problem.
Yeah.
LeBron ain't no tip. Let me know what you're saying, there, Matt.
Or could be top 5.
Oh, okay, I got
Matt came back quick, didn't he?
yeah. Matt came with it, man. I was like, okay, what is Matt talking about? Matt came. LeBron ain't no top 5. Hey, Matt. Let me go down on this list here. See, I'm going down. Go down on this list. I got LeBron at number 11. Double hockey sticks, people. So I got LeBron at. I know some of y'all gonna say I'm crazy, but no, I'm not.
No. No.
No, I'm not. Okay, we got Will, Hakeem, LeBron, MJ, Curry. Talk to him. Talk to him. He'll come on. Talk to him. Speak on it. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess KD gonna kick LeBron up out of that thing.
Yep. Already.
Okay. All right. He threw some fire on this.
Already.
Hold up. He went from here to put some fire on that thing. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Okay. Curry is top 5 right now, FD. You have convinced me. I'm telling you, that young man.
Yeah. I'm
That
telling
young
you.
man. Y'all just keep watching this season. It's gonna be something else.
Y'all don't understand, man.
Do you think KD gets another ring? Not if Kyrie Irving
Not
is his
with me.
teammate.
Nope. Not
Not
with the team.
if James Harden won't commit himself to getting in shape. Nope. Mm-mm. All right. I'm out, fellas. Night. DJ Lazy Jeff. Appreciate you, man. MJ
All
is my
right.
number 1. Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally
There
agree
you
with that.
go.
I
There
totally
you
agree
go.
with that. Nick Jackson. If KD would have stayed on the Warriors, JP says this all the time. Would you feel the same about Curry? Yes, I would.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
I think people fail to realize that KD coming into that team and scoring and doing all that. If Steph is not who he is, that team has a problem. I think he gave of himself for to accommodate him coming in.
Oh, him and Clay.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
gave to allow
yeah,
that to happen.
yeah.
Benjamin, I grew up in the Jordan era, excuse me. Watched ball his games in the 90s. My question is, what is going to be LeBron's legacy? That I don't know. Um, I do not know because what I see sometimes on the court right now, it's not real leadership. I see some things that Kareem made a statement the other day about LeBron gesturing a certain way after hitting a shot, run down the court. That goats don't act like that.
Nope.
I kind of
Yeah.
believe what Kareem is saying.
Benjamin V, you have to ask yourself one question. It's all about likability sometimes when it comes to your legacy.
Mm-hmm.
How people view you. It's not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's on and off the court.
Yep.
You know, you have to think about those things. What do these people really truly think about me? And if you got legends that are talking about you like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, somebody that is highly regarded, definitely in Laker Nation, speaking about another Laker, supposed to be Laker legend, that's not saying very much.
And we all know Kareem will speak his mind as he should.
Yeah,
Sancho, Atlanta lost to Portland 136. So Trey scored these points and his team lost. Hmm.
man.
All right, Princeton. I think the top 10 gonna have to make room for Giannis pretty soon. Okay.
Mm,
I can totally disagree with that. We got to see what how Giannis continues to play his career, what he does.
yeah,
Um,
I need longevity, body of work.
yeah, yeah, we got to see what he does because y'all remember how Giannis started, right? So we got to
Yeah,
see how he does. I wish him the best.
yeah.
I think he has a good work ethic. I think he'll be a good player. Christopher King, I had invested in so many Anthony Davis cards. Sorry.
Yeah.
AKA Street Clothes. That is his name. And I love the way he accentuates it. He had that fresh braid job going. Right.
Yeah.
Somebody said the other day on Instagram he's gonna be on injury reserve because of the tightness of them braids. But then he has that gold chain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He gets out of his chair, he starts straightening his clothes. I wish the best for Anthony Davis. Top 75. I think that was a huge mistake. You got Clay sitting over here, and you got AD as top 75. But is he
Wow.
just okay? I know he is fragile, but is he lazy too? When you watch Laker games, or you back in the day, you watch Pelican games. Do y'all remember when Boogie Cousins came to the Pelicans before he got hurt, and he was out
Mm,
playing AD?
yep.
So when you look
Bucket.
at AD, do you see someone giving their all on the court? Just get no, I don't see that. I don't think he gets into the game. He gets hyped like that. I don't think he gets. I don't think Kobe used to say who has that, or Dion says who has that dog in him, and Kobe
Yeah.
used to say who was an assassin on the court. AD is none of that. He has to
Yeah.
be with someone to get that job done.
To get them going. But a lot of people forget that Kobe had to really work on his game to get where he was at.
Oh, he
He
did
came off,
coming
he
in that
came
young.
off the bench,
Yeah.
had to
Mm,
put in a lot of work
yep. Dale
to get
Brown.
the way he is.
So McCracken says the tree fell, but there was no sound. True.
True. Yeah. Very true statement.
True. How did DC? How do you think Curry would have handled the physicality Isaiah Thomas, Magic, and Jordan had to go through? I think he could have went through that. There are other players that I think about. How would KD deal with that? How would Trey Young deal with that? There are other players that I think about, not Curry. And I think what eliminated my questions was Curry has put on like 15, 18 pounds of muscle since he's been in the league. He's kind
Okay,
of built himself up to take on a little bit more.
a little
At least
bit of
that's my
that.
thought.
Yeah. So since you're saying that, I got one person that I talk about.
Oh,
And people know I don't call him by name. I call him that other guy.
hmm.
He would not be able to deal with. You can enlighten him, FD, who that other guy is.
LeBron James, right?
But if you think about it, how would he handle the physicality of a Karl Malone? How would he handle Xavier McDaniels or even a Charles Oakley? He would not be able to endure those type of people.
A Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah, yeah, or Rick Mahorn.
Mm-hmm. How's that going to happen? Matt says LeBron's top 5. Okay. All right. I respect that.
Respect that. Respect it.
No matter how Mac rips. I don't know about y'all, but I'm rolling with FD. Who's rolling? Yeah, I'm rolling. JP, you rolling?
Ben rolling.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Matter how Mac rips. I appreciate you. I really
Yeah,
do.
we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Love what you collect. Curry isn't kicking anyone out of the top 5. KD would be in top 5 before Curry would. Okay. All right.
We respect that.
All right. I respect it. Now, you know I'm going to hit you up when
Yeah.
Curry's MVP of these finals. Right when they start dropping that confetti, I'm going to hit you up. And I know what you're going to say. FD. Yeah. You know. You was
Well, she
right on
gonna be
that.
shaking her head. You think she
Yeah,
gonna be
you
shaking
right
her
on
head?
that one. Yeah, that boy balled out for these games. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what KD going to be at that time? At home on an ottoman, watching with a
Yeah.
remote in his hand.
Yeah.
Because he believed what somebody told him about, hey, let's go win together. Okay. I try not to even get into that whole thing about, hey, let's go win together. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He
All
probably called
right.
LeBron up and was like, man, why didn't you tell me something? What?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know they did.
S. Donovan, let me leave these stats for FD and JP.
Okay.
DeMar DeRozan has more game-winning shots than Curry. DeMar 2, Curry 0. Okay. But I think there's something to be said for not needing a game-winning shot. And I hope people don't forget the shot that Curry hit from darn near mid-court against Oklahoma OKC to put them out of the playoffs before Durant came over to play with them. Now DeRozan's
And
not hitting that shot.
no. And let's look at the team. Let's look at the team that was assembled. Right. We had James Harden. We had KD. We had Russell Westbrook. Uh,
Perk was in there. Serge
yeah,
Ibaka was on
Serge
that team.
Ibaka. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
team was loaded.
Yeah.
They were loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody said, doesn't Curry go missing in the final games? There were several final games where Curry was playing defense on Irving, Kyrie. So I expected him in those games when those games was happening to score less. And then the way that offense was set up, it allowed for other people to score. But I promise, I'm just going to say this, okay? Because I can remember a time with Michael Jordan. I'm going to take this way back, right?
Oh, go
I can
ahead,
remember a
please.
time with Michael Jordan. I can remember a time when Dr. J had won an ABA championship, but never won the NBA before 82. I can remember a time when Michael Jordan was a scorer, but does he facilitate or win games, right? I can remember when Hakeem Olajuwon was deferring to Ralph Sampson, and people were saying, well, who's Hakeem? Who is he? He's not aggressive enough. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that, right? I can remember when David Robinson, when Tim Duncan first came with David Robinson, and people were talking about Tim being too timid because David Robinson was there. There are many different stories when you start talking about a glimpse in one's career. Curry doesn't have any MVPs of the finals right now. But what if he retires with like 2 or 3 of them? Then what are people going to say?
It's coming.
And what about if he has more championships than Kevin Durant? Now, what are people going to say about Durant because he came to Golden State and won, and maybe he doesn't win anywhere else? What are people going to say about that? There are a lot of like what ifs and what could be, but I can remember certain statements made about certain players. I can remember when John Elway had never won a Super Bowl, and people were saying that he wasn't great because he had never won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. But, I can go back to that other guy. That other guy had to go other places to learn how to win championships. This guy always loaded his teams up to help him to win championships. So what are we talking about?
And Sydney, you have a point. KD took his MVPs, but KD's not there now. So, we'll see how it goes,
Yeah.
That's why it's fun to be a fan and just watch. Clay coming and just and just may be a wrap for the rest of the NBA. Oh, it's about to be, barring any injuries.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me. With this
And
young
there's a young man named James Wiseman. That's not far behind.
Yes, indeed. Because you imagine Wiseman, you got Otto Porter Jr., Poole, Klay Thompson, Drake. Let me just go ahead and stop.
I'm not cracking. LeBron is a crybaby. He has been everywhere he played and left the teams in room when he left.
Hey,
speak on that. That's not JP and FD talking.
Nope. He preaching though. He is preaching.
Speaking truth.
Yeah. Not only truth, but fact.
And I'm going to say this too, from a car perspective. I have invested in LeBron James. That to me, that's totally separate than me viewing sports and having a commentary about what I'm seeing on the court and in games and comparing that to historically what I've seen with other people. But I'm a LeBron investor. Doesn't change what I'm seeing though.
Yeah.
AD is matching mass too. He may catch a cold. He is matching mass. He's what we call coordinating when he's on the bench.
Pop Williams.
Coordinating. AD is sleeping in silk sheets in his bubble. Yeah. While he gets braided daily. Wesley Powell, where do you have Dr. J in your top? Number 17. Number 17. Right below Kevin Garnett, right above Elgin Baylor. Marcus Curry lives healthy in all ways. Don't run up comps. Don't run up comps. Marcus, help me with that one. Curry is the best pure shooter I've ever seen. McCracken is coming with it.
Oh, yeah.
Curry and LeBron have something in common. Do you know what it is? Both were born in Akron in the same hospital. Same hospital, too, not just Akron. There may be only one hospital. I don't know. But they were born in the same hospital. We got a few more here before we get too late. John Patterson, if Golden State keeps playing like this, next 2 or 3 years may not be a Game 7 either. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there you go. Look at JP coming with it.
Another great talk tonight. You guys take care. Matt, you have a great one. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you, sir.
Yes, sir.
DC, who you guys taking? Steve Nash is there, Thomas John Stockton. Interesting.
DC coming with it.
I respect John Stockton a lot.
Yeah.
Steve Nash, I think he stole some MVPs from Shaq. Isaiah Thomas, I don't talk about much. JP, what do you think?
Uh, I would have to respect John Stockton over the period of time what he's done with playing with the one team and playing with Karl Malone. Isaiah Thomas, like I said, don't speak on that very much. Steve Nash was a heck of a player. You got to respect what he does with all teams. Looking at Dallas, also when he was with Phoenix, the dude can flat out ball and can flat out shoot. I mean, ain't no qualms about what he has done on the court. It speaks for itself.
Curry, S. Donovan 74. Curry is a great player, gentlemen. But here is my last Curry question. Where was Curry when his Warriors were 3-1 in the 2016 NBA Finals against LeBron James? Let me also tell you this, S. Donovan. A player got kicked out of that series and suspended for a game. That's never happened in NBA history.
Yeah, yeah. Draymond got suspended.
Let's talk about everything. Let's talk about everything. Now, I've
Not
seen a
only
lot of
that,
stuff happen in the finals. Never seen a player get ejected for a game or suspended for a game. So,
yeah, I bring that up every time. Not only that, you got to think the big guy Bogans got hurt, right? Let's
yep.
remember that. But we don't. But I mean, like we're not making excuses. But I'm just saying this guy really got hurt. I think he tore his knee up or something. So he was gone. And then Iggy had some form of a back injury too. So, but I'm not making no excuses.
But
But
that's
let me ask
Donovan. I
you.
mean, that's true. Like JP saying, no excuses. He lost that year. Let's just see what he does this year and in the future. Let's see if he retires with more championships than LeBron James in modern day basketball.
Oh, he
When he
will.
was, and just think about this, he wasn't hyped coming out of high school going into college. He was undersized, they said. Um, and they called him a situational player. And when he came out, more people talked about LeBron coming out of high school going to NBA than Curry.
But I was somebody. I'm telling y'all right now. When I seen this dude, I said, "This dude is the truth. He is the truth. Trust me." So let's not sleep on this guy.
Matt says HGA should hire FD as their spokesman and give him some ownership. He tells it like it is. It's funny that you said HGA. That's funny. I appreciate that, Matt. At Dexter, FD and JP, if I ever see you at a car show in Orange County, I'm going to kiss you on the cheek because you're my number one guy. Thank you, Dexfo. Dexfo, do you ever come up to? I know there's a show in Orange County, but do you ever come up to closer to LA to some shows? Let me know if you ever do that. And I want to let you know here. Let me pull this up. There's a great show coming up. There's a few shows coming up in January. There's going to be the Newport Beach show on January 22nd. That's coming up.
Yeah.
That's a great show to come to. And there's also another great show to come to by the Car Stock Trading Show. And that Car Stock Trading Show is going to be in Van Nuys. And it's at a new location. It's going to be at 7729 Burnett Avenue in Van Nuys. But this month, and then there's also the Premier Card Show is coming up on that same weekend. I think it's the Newport show. I think it's January 23rd. So there are great shows coming up in a month of January. And that Card Stock show in January may end up being a 2-day show. So get ready for that. But just let me know. Do you come up to some shows closer to LA? If so, I'd love to meet up with you. Let me know which one you're at, and if we're there, we'll definitely say hello. I'm rolling with FD all day, baby. Thoughts on my Chicago Bulls? I just hope they go far. I don't want to get overhyped right now. You know, the way the Bulls are playing in the East, they could be in the finals. Let's think about this the real way. The way these guys are playing. but I don't want to get too far out there and get worked up because I've been a Bulls fan my entire life, people. And since Mike Jordan, we ain't had too much, you know, too much to talk about. We've had point
Nope.
guards get on motorcycles and end their career, and tear other point guards tear their knees out, and
Oh, you talking somebody on a motorcycle tearing and it's the same guy that played for the Bulls, but talking about LeBron James. That other guy is better than MJ. Oh, okay.
yeah, that guy. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
That
Yep.
guy. Probably something cooked up in a green room somewhere,
Yeah, it's got to
so we
be.
can make sure these ratings are right. And we're not all saying the same thing. You can't get on a panel on a show and everybody be like, yeah, Mike Jordan is the GOAT. And Mike doesn't even play anymore. So somebody has to represent and say, LeBron, where's Iverson at on your top? Number 20. I got them all day now. I'm serving them fresh out the kitchen. I got them all day. You throw a name out, it's on this list. I sat down and thought through a lot of stuff. You tell me where you got Allen Iverson at. I think he's a great player. Didn't dedicate himself to getting better. Didn't care about practice. Those are the things that limited his career. JP, speak on it now if you think I'm wrong.
Nope. Practice? We talking about practice?
You talking about practice? And you got a Hall of Fame coach over here? Not just some guy. Not just a guy who just showed up.
Yeah.
You're like, man, you talking about practice?
Practice?
No, a Hall of Famer is over here talking to you. You're like, man, whatever.
Yeah.
Who you talking to?
Yeah.
I ain't practicing hard today. Your take on Chris Paul. Ernest.
Scratching my head again.
Yeah, I don't think too highly of Chris Paul.
Nope.
He's a good player. He's been blessed with having a longer career than others, which has allowed him to put up some numbers and do some things. If I'm picking a point guard or a small two, I'm not picking Chris Paul.
Nope.
If Chris Paul can't have you jump into him and get the foul and all that, it changes his career. Devin Booker, at some point, is going to look around and be like, I don't know if I can be here with Chris Paul. He'll learn that.
Yeah.
He will learn that over time.
Remember Book as a little bitty kid.
He can play now. That's another player. He can play. Seventh youngest to 10,000 points.
Yep. Used to play with his old man back in the day. Know him very well.
We got a few more here, then we got to jump off. But we're rolling. I could just keep going, man. One day we're going to have to do a live, maybe around a holiday or something, or we just roll for some time. We just go. We got John Hancock is a real scam artist. Don't trust him to build a gambling museum. Okay. All right. Okay. Hit the like button, people. I appreciate you, Sydney. Let's roll through a few more. The more you talk about Curry being in the top 5, the more comps go up on eBay. I'm trying to pick up some cars. Sorry, Marcus. People, Curry's probably top 20. For Marcus' sake, we don't want to throw comps up. That's true. And that's not my motive, but I hear you, Marcus. I know you're trying to make some deals, man. I can appreciate that. If you get some cards, you let me know which ones you got. Send me an email at rollingwithfd@gmail.com or hit me up on Instagram and send me some pictures. Nick Jackson, what 3 players under 27 can you guys see curating the next big 3 or super team? That could be De'Aaron Fox needs to get out of Sacramento. So I don't know where he will go. Where he want to super team up with somebody, but the young man's left-handed has nothing but game.
John Morant.
Yeah, I don't know.
John Morant needs to get out of Memphis.
Yeah, John Morant needs to move. So some of these players that need to move may do like some of these other players and have these conversations and then get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's see how many chips Curry get than LeBron with one team like Jordan. Exactly, Christopher. Not picking and choosing not bouncing around,
Yep.
but
Chris
holding
King
tight.
dropping knowledge. Hey, Chris King, Double K. Let us know where you from, man. You dropping knowledge. What city you from?
Yeah. Don't sleep on the Cavs now that Aaron Mobley. Again, these are players that we got to see. I've talked about this, I think, the last time we got together. These are players that we got to see what they're going to do.
Yeah.
We will see. I wish them all the best. That's Donovan. FD and JP, I look forward to our Monday night convos. You fellas are doing a good job. Thank you. Doing a
Hey,
great job.
appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Doing these lives or just doing anything, just think about it. It's not easy. I enjoy talking sports stuff. Could talk
Oh
for
yeah.
hours. I enjoy talking about cards. We're gonna have some segments here coming up where I'll probably get very analytical on some cards. And why yes, why no, or who the player is. Marcus, man, I love the '90s Bulls. Today's Bulls need a prayer. I will see. They got some talent. They got some talent. They just don't have Mike Jordan. They have
Hey, I
talent.
respect that comment. I'm too. I'm so 90s Bulls is yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, FD and JP, what's the play? It's a great show. Love the conversation. Thank you, Donovan.
Hey,
Love
appreciate
having you. Love having each person that's here when we're on. If you can't make the whole time, come in and share your thoughts. I try to make sure that I try to get to as many comments as possible to make sure there's some real interaction here between what we're saying and what's going on
Yeah.
in the entire room. Better skill set around Lonzo Moore and Anthony Davis.
That's no comparison.
Let
That's
me
no
get way back. What? I don't think there's any question here.
Alonzo Mourning
Lonzo Mourning, man.
all day long.
Do you know who his college coach was? He couldn't be a big man and come out and not be sound.
Yep.
No, he was sound. What
Great.
happened with Alonzo Mourning later in his career that he got an illness?
Right.
And that took he had to start playing less minutes. If you read about his background, but when he
Yeah.
came out with Shaq, man, he was ready. Him and Larry
Yeah.
Johnson, if Larry Johnson would have got hurt and they could have played together,
Ooh. Yeah.
no question. No question. My Celtics need to trade Tatum or Brown. Tatum can't win a ring as him as the main star like Melo and isn't team oriented. Celtics need better pieces to make a push. Celtics do. We'll see what they do. But I still don't think Tatum is in the same boat, stratosphere,
As
solar
Melo.
system. He's not even in the same county, district, park. He's in nowhere. If you see Carmelo Anthony, you look around, you don't see Jason Tatum. Marcus is crying. Curry to the moon.
Yeah.
Kobe or LeBron. Playoff game, shooting from anywhere, can score. Assassin. I'm taking Kobe. JP.
Kobe.
Love the convo insight. Especially appreciate y'all. Appreciate
Hey,
you.
appreciate you.
Rip Pack and Slab. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, that's I really appreciate you being here. Means a lot. Means a lot. I respect Rip Pack and Slab all day, all night. Marcus, thanks guys. All right.
All right.
Thank you. FD appreciate the convo. Keep up the work. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I'm a country boy, Marshall, Texas, but I
Okay.
currently live in Mansfield, Texas, by Dallas Fort Worth area. I love y'all content. I'm constantly rolling with FD. Thank you very much.
Hey, Double K.
If we get down to the Dallas show at some point,
We're gonna come holler at you.
love to meet up with you, talk to you as well.
Yeah.
Ryan, any insight memories of y'all personal hooping careers? Well, I was JP was I would say more of a hooper than I was. I was the guy you wanted on your team to clean some glass, move some people out of the paint, run the court, and don't sleep on a big man running the court. That was FD. Please don't sleep. If you come out here and you think, oh, he ain't gonna run the court, I don't have to work on both ends. I'm gonna make you work on both ends.
Yeah, he would. He would. But I definitely had serious game.
Yeah, you did.
Can
He
shoot, run, jump,
we played
pass,
with each
all
other a
that.
couple of times. I don't know if you remember.
Oh
We
yeah.
played with each
Oh
other a
yeah.
couple of times. That
Oh
was so
yeah.
fun. Okay. All right. B.O. Brown and Tatum for next super team.
Ooh. I
I
don't know
don't know about
about Brown, but I'll
yeah, I don't
take
know about
Tatum
Brown.
and Bill.
Brown had a big game the other day, but I just don't know about Brown. He's still a question mark for me.
Yeah.
Some people may say Tatum is a question mark, but I think
No.
Brown's a question mark for me.
But Bill and Tatum, love that combination.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. They shut
Yeah.
a ball.
Yeah.
All right. So we got look, we got Alex. Alex, I think will be the last comment. Then we'll jump off. What would you do to improve the LA Laker roster? I always
Yeah.
say this, right? You got to clean the floor. You got to get them baseboards. You probably got to change some people up in the front office, right? Uh, let Vogel coach. Vogel can't coach. He can't coach. You think
Nope.
he's gonna come to practice and tell these people that think they're future Hall of Famers and LeBron will around think he the GOAT. And he can't coach these guys.
Nope.
And when you brought in was it Bradley? You brought in Bradley as a defensive stopper.
Yeah.
A lot of that team just needs to be done away with. People got to
Yeah.
move out. I don't think
Exile.
they can from a contract perspective. So I don't see too much happening with the Lakers. And I believe a lot of people don't want to play with LeBron James.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
That's
don't think anybody's going to really talk about that. But if
that's
I'm going
fact.
to a team and JP's there, I'm calling JP up and say, hey, what have you heard? What do you know? Or if we're both thinking about going to the same team, we're going to
Yeah.
talk about what have you heard about LeBron? You know, Kyrie said this and this
Oh
person
yeah.
said that. And I
Yeah.
talked to Kevin Love last week and then he said, so what do you think? And we're probably not going to go.
Nope. Nope.
Not enough shots in the game for those three. You got to think two people rise up, one person needs to take the back seat. So that's what Chris Bosh did. Got himself some rings. So somebody else would do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hit my Southeast shows this year. I don't know. This year is going to be an interesting year. I do not know if I'll be at Southeast shows. If you ever come to California, please let me know. If you go to Vegas, San Diego, or Phoenix, Arizona, let me know. If Bill can get to Boston, that would be nice. It would be. It
Yeah.
would be. You know what I respect too, JP? I know people all over the country right now. All of my East Coast people, love what you collect is East Coast. Still rocking with us right now.
Oh yeah.
Still kicking it with everybody else is Texas. If you're in the Central, I love my West Coast people, but I'm just talking about people are committing time to be here. We have 31 people on, 32 people on right now. I
Oh
applaud
yeah.
all of y'all for staying with us and talking through things and chiming in with your ideas. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it. And I'm not
Appreciate
a
it.
person that just says I really appreciate it, but I don't. I really do because I know JP knows that you all can spend your time doing something else
Something else.
besides being here, and we appreciate you every week for being here. I appreciate everyone that ever tunes into an episode, if it's for
Yeah.
2 minutes or 20 minutes, and
Yeah.
watch that episode. I try to come with what I really think. Um, I'm not one to make stuff up for content. I'm really
No,
not.
we don't get out like that.
Yeah, really not. I'm very serious about what we put out. I hope that you see that when you watch a show. These guys are serious. Like G is serious about what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
FD is serious about what he's talking about from a car perspective and a community perspective. That's me all day. And I want to keep representing that as we go forward because it's core is how I got taught. You all know Papa FD. You know, the I call him the originator, the man that taught me how to walk a show and what to talk about was my dad. And I always want to represent what he taught me to do, and I don't play games with it. Have a good night, guys, from Boston. See what I'm saying? DC,
right.
appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Or sister, appreciate you. McCracken, LeBron couldn't get anyone to Cleveland. Exactly. Nobody wants to play with that guy. He had to go to Miami.
Yeah.
Joe, I remember you last time. What's up, fellas?
What's
That
up?
Burrow. That Burrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ohio up in here, McCracken. That way to
Okay.
represent. Way to represent. I remember I used to go
Okay.
to Toledo, Ohio back in the day. Don't ask me why I was there. I was just driving through. But I remember being in Toledo. It's good stuff. Vegas moves to end of March now. Hope to meet. Yeah, I saw that today. Yeah, Vegas move. There are some other Vegas shows that are come up as that's going to happen as well. So just get ready for them. Yay Bo Collectibles. If you go to a Vegas show, please let me know. We're gonna wrap up here in a minute. FD win the Curry giveaway. Red Pack and Slab. I appreciate you. Really appreciate you. Really means a lot. Herbert or Burrow. We talked about that earlier. I got them very close to each other, but Herbert has an ability that I think is going to, we have not really seen. I think Burrow is just a gamer. I think he just goes out and plays ball.
Yeah.
I think both are sound investments from a car perspective as well. So if you want my opinion, my humble opinion.
Chicago. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we from Chicago too, baby.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Herbert is better than Burrow. Burrow keeps getting injured. Okay. I respect it. Really only been hurt once, though. Clip City. Don't trip now. You saying this. Next week, Herbert might be carted off the field. Don't. But that still doesn't mean he's not a good player. We're all human beings, huh? If you play in front of Cincinnati, you get hurt too. That's a good one. We got Sydney, Australia now.
Wow. That's deep.
Appreciate you. Hey, I want to say I appreciate everyone for being here. We got 30 strong right now. Let other people know about what's to play and kind of what we talk about and how we merge sports. We're going to get into some entertainment stuff. Last time we talked about the Spider-Man movie, but we'll be talking about more stuff. That's sports, entertainment, card collecting, everything under the sun. We see as each day goes by, pop culture plays a bigger and bigger role in what's going on with cards. And we're going to talk about that kind of stuff here and bring it to people. I just wanted to say thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. JP, what do you want to close with?
I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to What's the Play. You know, this is here like a family. We want to continue this tradition, keep it going, keep it rolling, and just say God bless to everybody.
Yep. I totally agree with that. Got one more thing here. NBA Top Shot. What do you think about it? We've seen declines in NBA Top Shot. Clip City. Like huge declines. So we'll see. We'll give it some more time. We'll see how it plays out. It's just something about, to me, having something in your hand. Maybe I'm old school, but we'll see. Is Herbert like Marino? There's only one damn Marino.
Yeah.
Only one. If there wasn't a Dan Marino, there would be no Justin Herbert. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back next week, Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Send all questions in. If you can't make the show, we have a few people today. I brought one on. If you can't make the show, send your question in, either through Instagram or email. I will get to it. We'll add it to the list that I create every week and JP creates every week. And then we'll talk through it and make sure that we get your question answered or the attention that it deserves. Happy New Year. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you, Joe. That goes to everybody out there.
Yep.
And good night to everyone. McCracken, you're right on point. Thank you very much.
Appreciate
you. JP and FD, we'll talk to you soon. Because we're coming back for more. All right. Bye-bye, y'all. Talk to you.
Out.